Croeso i Bangor Eglwys ar gyfer gêm rhwng dau o dîmau cryfa yr Indigo Prem.
Caerdydd sy'n ar frig y dabl gyda 13 buddigoliaeth allan o'i 15 gêm hyd yn hyn.
A'r tîm cartref heno Llandovery sy'n ar ei sodle yn ail. Buddigoliaeth iddyn nhw heno yn dod i pwysau ar dîm y brif ddinas.
Ac am gais i Cameron win it. A mae'n gais arall i hoci ar y brif ddinas. A dyna chi pam o Cardiff yn bencampwyr.
Y bas nôl i mewn, mae yna gais, dod i lawr, Iowan, dod i lawr. Cais i Llandovery.
Mae Llandovery yn dîm i gadw llygad ar eleni.
Croeso cynnes i chi, mae'n noson sych a chlir, ti'n golygu, mae'n noson oer yma ar Bangor Eglwys ar gyfer y gêm fawr, a mae'n gêm enfawr, cynta yn erbyn ail fel chi'n gweld, gyda'r 4 ucha yn mynd ymlaen i rwmdiau terfynol. Caerdydd a Llandovery dem yn safle cryf. Buddigoliaeth a phwynt bonus i Berthyr dros Ponty yn cryfhau safle nhw yn drydydd. Colled i Aberafan yn erbyn Caerfyrddin yn agor y drws i Glynebwy. A fel chi wedi gweld yn barod, Ifan Phillips a Steph Hughes sy'n ymuno fi yma yn Llandovery. Steph Hughes wedi rhythro o ystod mynach lle ti wedi bod yn ymarfer gyda dreigiau. A Steph wedi gweld lluniau dreigiau dros y cyfryngau cymdeithasol trwy'r wythnos. Gerwyn Price yn y garfan. Be'n gwmws oedd yn neud?
Ie, ni wedi cael wythnos da paratoi am y gêm ar y penwythnos a o'n i'n lwcus, ni wedi bod yn cael darts tournament gyda'r boys a dath Gerwyn mewn i chwarae yn erbyn yr enillwyr. So oedd e wych a gathon ni lot o hwyl gyda fe a nath e bach o treino dyn ni fyd, so nawdd mae wedi bod yn wythnos da iawn.
Edrych bod bach o ryddhad ar ôl wythnosau diwetha. Pryd diwetha fi o ti'n un o'r enillwyr na, ti?
Na'n anffodus, ond gochus i'r enillwyr, so o'n i'n weddol apus yn diwedd.
Fel cyn fachwr, mae'n bod ti'n weddol dipyn o dalent gyda'r dat, Ifan?
Wel, lot yn amau, o'n i'n ffili taflu'r bel mewn yn syth, so heb sôn am taflu darts yna, cael ei gadair darts i Gerwyn Price.
So, wel, ti'n meddwl bod ar bopeth, ti'n bod yn canu trwy gydol y noson, Bastille, Dafydd Iwan, dyna ni, ond newn ni droi yn sylw nawr at y gêm, achos pe bynnag sy'n ennill heno, mae'n mynd i fod yn hwb seicolegol iddyn nhw, achos maen nhw'n mynd i fod yn curo un o'i gwrthwynebwyr ar gyfer un o'r safleoedd na'r y 4 ucha. Fel ti'n gweld y tymor yn benni, pwy sy'n mynd i fod na?
Ie, fi'n credu fi'n gweld Caerdydd a Llandovery a Merthyr i fod yn deg yn eitha saffo o'r 3 ucha na. Mae Merthyr gyda 2 gêm yn llaw, ond mae'r safle, y 4 safle na mynd i fod yn agos iawn. Mae ddech chi Aberafon a wedyn Ebw Fel o dan nhw yn y 5 safle na sy'n dyn iawn fyna, felly bydd rhaid nhw ymladd tan y diwedd i weld pwy sy'n cael y safle 4 yna.
A bach o ergyd, Steffi, o beithio yn Aberafon yn colli'r Quins nos Wener, o bosib, achos o tod i dod ar Ariannin yn rhoi bach o hwb i'r tîm cartre.
Do, ar y wyrgych gorau o'n i'n cael yn Parc y Quins ar spel, fi'n credu lot o hwyl na. Buddigoliaeth gret i'r Quins yn amlwg bydd Aberafon yn siomedig o hwnna. Jyst yn dangos pa mor gystadleuol mae'r cyngor yn gallu bod. Ie,
nhw yn mwynhau rygbi nos Wener. Digon fan hyn yn mwynhau rygbi nos Iau. Mae'r tafarn tu ôl i ni yn orlawn. A syried pa mor glos mae pethau'r frig y tabl. Mae mis Mawrth yn argoeli i fod yn fis a hanner. Ond cyn i ni fynd nawr i weld be sy'n dod lan y mis Mawrth yn S4C, Ioan Hughes, mae dy frawd di yn dechrau heno. A ti'n cofio, ti'n sylwebu yn dod fan hyn ym Bangor Eglwys cwbl o wythnosau yn ôl, Ifan?
Do, dwi wedi bod digon ffodus i gael gwylio Llandovery a do, nes i taflu Steph dan y bus sawl gwaith, so fi'n dda balch bod e fan hyn ar, so fi'n lle weid wrth i wyneb e.
A ti ddim yn cael lot o siams i weld y frawd, i ti? Ach, chi'n chwarae ar yr un dydd?
Ie, fel arfer ni'n chwarae ar yr un dydd, so mae'n neis i gallu bod ma i gweld mae'n rhyw bach y chetwydd y sylwebu, ond...
Falle dysgu di rhywbeth nawr.
Right, wel, dyna ni, fwy o joc gan i dod yn siŵr trwy gydol y nos, ond dyma beth sydd yn dod i chi ar S4C trwy gydol mis Mawrth, Griff McKee sy'n ar manylion.
Mae mis Mawrth yn fis enfawr yn y ras am y 4 uchaf. Heno, welwn ni'r 2 uchaf yn mynd ben ar Bangor Eglwys wrth i Llandovery groesawu Caerdydd. Fel mae'n sefyll, Aberafan sy'n eistedd yn bedwerydd, gyda Glynebwy ar ei sodlau yn y 5 safle, peidiwch a methu hynny. A dydy Casnewydd ddim allan o ras eto chwaith, y bydd buddigoliaeth yn hanfodol iddyn nhw yn erbyn Pontypridd ar Heol Sardis. Y cyfan i ddod ar S4C.
Ie, mis Mawrth mawr i ddod, a fydd Cardydd ar frig y gyngred ar ddiwedd y mis pwy a oer, ond mae Steph Hughes nawr ymhlith y chwaraewyr.
Wel, mae'n noson berffaith yma am rygbi agored, ddau dîm yn barod i chwarae. Ni just lawr ar ochr yn Gaerdydd, yn ni'n cael cwpl o sgwrsiau yn gyntaf gyda prif hyfforddwr Caerdydd, Steve Law. Steve, how are you looking forward to the game tonight? Great occasion here.
Yeah, very much so. Perfect weather, conditions, so hopefully we get a good performance on both sides.
Yeah, we've had a great couple of games against each other this year. Some big lessons you've learned from those games. Obviously, you've come out on top a couple.
Yeah, it's just fundamental basics, really. High-end competitive games, you've got to take your opportunities when you get them, because usually it comes back to bite you if you don't.
Brilliant, thanks very much.
Pleasure.
Have a good one. Ni just wrth i ni wylio'r boys yn twymo lan ma, ni'n mynd i trial cael gafel yn Dan Fish, sy'n mynd i bod yn rhan bwysig o'r ffordd mae Caerdydd yn mynd i chwarae yma heno. Mae'r amodau yn amlwg yn siwto y ffordd mae Caerdydd yn chwarae, mae'r can sych, sy'n lot o awel i gael yma. Felly mae'n diddorol iawn i weld trwy maen nhw wedi bod yn paratoi am y gêm. Fishy? Hi mate, how are you? You okay?
Good, yourself?
Good. How's the prepping this week for the game? Obviously a couple of changes for you boys, but the weather's spot on for you here tonight, isn't it?
You know, just obviously testing the depth of our squad, which, you know, obviously it's what we pride ourselves on. So, you know, we said a lovely night for rugby tonight. Hopefully we can come down and put the best version of Cardiff RUGBY out there.
Brilliant. And obviously Llandovery been pretty good at home this year. So what sort of areas are you looking to target tonight?
Well, we said we've come down here once this season, obviously narrowly lost in the cup. I felt we come down here probably with the wrong game plan. So, you know, like I said, we just come down tonight now to show the best version of ourselves, and hopefully that'll be good enough come 80 minutes.
Happy days. Journey over all right? Not too bad? You got here plenty enough time, do you?
Yeah, a couple of boys stuck in traffic, but that's their own fault, innit? Got to leave early, they should know that by now.
Brilliant. Thanks, Fishy. Have a good one tonight.
Thank you. Bye now.
Fel chi'n gweld, mae boys Caerdydd yn barod i fynd. Gawn ni mynd draw i weld trwy mae boys Llandovery yn paratoi.
Wel, mae Euros Evans, y fforddwr Llandovery dyn ni nawr, a mae fe wastad ma yn gynnar yn deitir os ni'n gweld ti oriau cyn y gêm. Ond enillwch chi wythnos diwetha, ddyn 49 o bwyntiau rhwng chi a Rygbi Gogledd Cymru, a dawch chi fe'n hwyr. Ydy hwnna'n rhoi bach o hyder i'r boes, neu ti'n gobeithio am rhywbeth fwy gyfforddus heno?
Na, yn gwmwys 10 munud i fynd, o'n i yn reoli'r gêm, ond pob clodiad ys i dethon nhw'n ôl ato ni. A wnaethon ni cadw mewn y gêm yn y diwedd i ennill e, ond pob clod i boys, mae boys yn gwybod ffedd i ennill eleni, a pryd mae'r gêm yn agos na, ni'n digon derys i chi ennill y brwydron y bwysig na.
Chi wedi creu bach o enw chi'n engitre, fel bod chi'n tîm anodd iawn i feiddi. Fa mor bwysig bydd ei gael gêm gynderfynol fan hyn ar banc yr eglwys?
Na, yn gwmwys, ta beth yw'n nod na'r, os i chi benni un o'r ddau yn y gyngrair, ni'n cael gêm gytre, a mae hwn yn helpu ni lot i wario fan hyn.
Ar eich cryfa heno, Euros?
Bron, ac un o ddoi wyche, ond ne, mae Jack nôl dyn ni heddi, mae'n helpu ni lot, so mae rhaid ni bod yn hyderus, gobeithio chi'n neud digon heno. A
12 o'r 15 heno wedi colli jyst o driftwynt yn erbyn Caerdydd yn gynharach yn y tymor. Be sy'n angen heno i fe'n cam ymhellach?
Yng Nghymru, gyda ni gêm agos lan yn y gyngrair, a gêm agos eto yn ein cwpa, ble ni mythyn ni curo nhw'n gytre. Beth sy'n bwysig yw mae tywydd yn dda, mae'r car yn dda, so cadw'r bel a ware fel ni'n disgo ware, ac yn byth o sgwri ceisiadau.
Pob lwc, diolch Euros, ni wedi cael sylwadau'r hyfforddwr, mae Steph Hughes nawr yn cael cwmni'r chwaraewyr.
Wel, mae gêm fawr i Llandovery heno, wrth gwrs i gytre. Ni'n mynd trio gael sylwadau cwpl o chwaraewyr nhw. Fi'n siŵr bod nhw'n bles iawn gyda fel mae'r amodau heno. Ni'n gweld maen nhw yn ei chanol i. Ni'n mynd i trio gael gair gyda Harry Dole. Amser bydd e'n dod heibio. Ni'n jyst yn gweld nhw'n paratoi. A boys wedi bod yn sôn mor bechau bod yr amodau yn siwto'r ffordd maen nhw moyn chwarae. Ni'n gael sylwadau Jack Maynard. Jack? Iawn, ni'n gael... Ti'n amlwg yn un ben ar y lefel un erbyn nawr. Wedi sgori sawl pwyntiau dros Llandovery a hefyd wedi chwarae Gaerdydd. Siwr mae'r gêm yn siap o land ych chi heno?
Ie, gêm enfawr rili ni. So trial gythio mynd ben y cyngrair. So gêm anfon i'r boys. Boys di paratoi'n dda fyd.
Briliant, pob lwc i chi.
Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch. Ni jyst yn gweld y boys yn twymo lan fan hyn. Harry, yn amlwg mae'r amodau yn siwto'r ffordd tîm o'n chwarae. Fi'n siŵr bod ti'n moyn gael y bel yn dy ddwylo faint y gallu di heno.
Ydy, mae'r amodau ti'n perffaith ar ffordd ni mewn ware fel Porthmin. Ni mewn ware gêm agored a gobeithio, lle ni.
Beauty, pob lwc i chi.
Diolch yn fawr.
Rod, hapus i gael quick chat dy fi na fe? Good boy. So mae'n mynd, chi'n amlwg wedi chwarae yn erbyn Caerdydd dwywaith eleni. Lot o gwersi chi wedi disgio'r gêm yna.
Odyn, maen nhw'n tîm dda i fod yn fair, ond maen nhw
nhw'n allodd y blwyddyn diwetha a nhw top tymor un am reswm, so cym cael ei dyflannu un o.
Beauty. A ges i lovely curry a chips cyn y game. Hwna bych chi'n cael ar ôl, neu?
Ie, clac, gesti, ffefra gesti yw, enjoy hwnna.
Fi siwr, diolch fawr iawn ti. Ie, mae boys Llandovery yn paratoi'n dda, yn edrych mlaen i gêm ardderchog ma.
Dwi Steph byth yn bita curry a chips. Chicken a rice mae fe'n cael. Mae'n gweud celwydd. Ond Ifa, nes i fwynhau, edo?
Do, yn ffein iawn, do, ys e.
Ymosod gorau'r gyngred yn erbyn am ddiffyn gorau'r gyngred. Llandovery ar frig y siart am ddiffyn. Fel mae Caerdydd yn datgloi hwnna heno.
O ie, dwi'n disgwyl mlaen i'r gêm mae heno, achos mae ddoi tîm da ni. Un fel wedwch chi sy'n tîm goren am ddiffyn, a mae'r tîm arall, un o'r tîmau goren yn ymosod gyda Gaerdydd. Maen nhw'n argyfartaledd, maen nhw'n sgoro 4 cais y gêm, felly a ni'n gweld ar y ddabl fyna yn ildio dim ond 18 pwynt allan am ddiffyn, dim ond yn ildio 15, felly maen nhw'n challenge mowr i Gaerdydd i fel torri am ddiffyn Llandovery heno.
Gwnewch ni sôn am ymosod Caerdydd, 62 o bwyntiau mewn 15 games, 10 pwynt bonus. Mae hynny'n dipyn o lwyddiant, ynddo fe?
Chybod, yn amlwg, maen nhw'n paratoi am y gêm yn dda. Mae chwaraewyr pwysig gyda nhw fel Morgan Allen yn ganol ca sy'n cario'n gryf. A jyst y ffordd maen nhw'n mynd at y gêm, maen nhw'n joios aros at strwythyr ymosod nhw, chwarae gyda blaenwyr mowr yng nghanol y ca, a cadw'r gwagle i'r olwyr yn y Sianeli Llydan. Felly diddorol iawn i fel trwy bod nhw'n mynd at y gwaith heno.
Ie, Morgan Allen, mae fe yn rhoi platform i'r boes yma. Be yw'r balans fel yn hwnnw?
Ydy, a mae hwn yn glip perffaith i dangos fel maen nhw moyn chwarae. Mae blaenwyr gyda nhw yng nghanol y ca sy'n croesi'r llinell fantes, cadw'r gwagle yn y Sianeli Llydan, a galluogi nhw cael chwaraewyr fel Cam Wynnet ar y bêl yn y Sianeli Llydan, a mae'n dangos beth maen nhw'n gallu gwneud. Diddorol i weld Llandovery ar y llaw arall, a welly ymosod yn wahanol, maen nhw'n chwarae'n fwy gyda'r bêl yn dwylo a dwysedd uchel, felly dim gymaint o strwythyr yn y chwarae beth sy'n o flaen nhw, ond hwn yw beth maen nhw'n gallu gwneud, cais anhygoel yn erbyn Pontypridd yn gynharach yn y tymor, felly byd nhw'n awyddus, unrhyw peler rhif sy'n ar y llawr, os mae Caerdydd yn cico'n rhif llap, byd nhw'n awyddus i edrych i lledu'r bêl.
A ni newydd clywed, mae Evan Lloyd nawr fydd yn cymryd lle Morgan Allen, mae fe newydd syrthio i'r banc. Un dyn arall sy'n golli Gaerdydd, Dewi Cross, prif sgorio nid yn unig ei tîm, ond y gyngrair 16 o geisiau. O syried y dymder sydd da Caerdydd, oedd fe'n digon hawdd i lenwi ei sgidiau?
Wel, mae'n mynd i fod yn anodd yn amlwg, mae'n chwaraewr o safon uchel iawn, ond gyda'r carfan sydd gyda nhw, a'r profiad sy'n na, sawl chwaraewr wedi chwarae rygbi, ranbarthol, fi'n credu bod nhw'n iawn, jyst i gael rhywun i dod mewn i wneud y job yn dda iawn a helpu i Gaerdydd i gael perfformiad da.
Ie, mae'r ddau tîm, maen nhw wedi chwarae yn erbyn i gilydd dwywaith, a yn y ddwy gêm na, dyw un tîm ddim wedi bod mwy na un sgôr o flan, felly maen nhw wedi bod yn gêm glos, fel ti'n gweld hon yn mynd?
Ie, fi'n credu bydd eitha tebyg i fod yn onest i chi, fi'n credu bydd yn gêm eitha agos, ond mae eitha diddorol achos mae Gaerdydd yn dieddol o trefeili a trefeili'n dda, ond wedyn gweud na hefyd mae Llandovery yn dîm sy'n gyda lot o balchder yn wario ar banc yr eglwys, felly fydd hi'n gêm agos iawn, ond dwi'n gweld Gaerdydd yn crafu fuddugoliaeth.
Reit, y gig yn da yn agosau. Gewn ni sgwrs am y chwygwlad yn ystod yr egwyl, achos, wel, mae'n wythnos o hoi, wythnos mam, i fydd Cymru yn teithio i Rifan, a mae pleidiau yn rhedeg ar trydar fydd Cymru yn ennill ei gêm gyntaf yn y bencampwriaeth ac o bosib yn osgoi'r llwybren pwy a oer. Reit, mae'n bryd nawr i ni fynd i ymuno'n tîmau sylwebu. There's English language commentary available with Steph Hughes and Sean Hawley, ond yn y Gymraeg, Ifan Phillips sy'n ymuno a Griff McKee.
Leaders, Cardiff bring in 4 new faces to the team that demolished Lechley last time out, scoring 9 tries. Jacob Lloyd comes in at full-back with Joe Goodchild switching to the wing. Captain Morgan Allen apparently is stuck in traffic, so Evan Lloyd will start at number 8. It's a big one. Top of the table clash at Church Bank, Llandovery. Out come Cardiff. Dan Fish, the experienced 10. He'll be lining up as the coach and the player tonight. As I said, full-back Jacob Lloyd comes in with Joe Goodchild switching to the wing. Steve Law also brings in 2 very experienced props in the form of Mark Thomas on the loose head and 14 times cap Wales tight head prop Scott Andrews as they look to maintain top of the table spot. Well, Llandovery are home and they have good form here. Cardiff have won the last 3 games. in the Indigo Premiership against Llandovery. But for the second place home team, who've won 4 of their last 5 matches, with the last 2 by just a single point. Iros Evans makes just 2 changes following the win at RGC, with Jamie Hughes coming in at loosehead prop, and there's a return to the side for skipper Jack Jones at lock, as the home team seek to keep the pressure on tonight's opponents at the top. Referee tonight is Mike English. Big game for the young referee. And it's a perfect night for rugby here in Llandovery. It's second against first. These two pretty sure have guaranteed top 4 status for the playoffs, but the top spot is what both teams want. Steph Hughes joins me in the commentary box. Sterling work at the top of the show there, Steph. And it's a perfect night out there, Steph, for rugby, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's fantastic. The pitch is really dry, which obviously encourages great play. There's no wind. It's a fantastic night for 2 teams who want to play high tempo and attack.
Keep it impartial, even though the Broud is playing. So Cardiff in the unfamiliar strip of red and black. Get us underway. The experienced Tom Haberfield playing at 9. Plenty of experience in this Cardiff team tonight. Also with Llandovery at half-back, Lee Rees, of course, over 300 games for Llandovery. The 32-year-old scrum half, and here he goes again. Good start from the Drovers here. Lee Rees going from right to left. Jack Jones tips it on to Craig Thomas, the hooker. Solid defence there. Scott Andrews with a counter ruck. And off the line quick, Cardiff. Bright start here from the home team. As Rodri Jones, in his 9th season at Llandovery, makes the carry, but Cardiff have it. Mark Thomas, the loose head. And into the night sky it goes. Underneath it is Jack Maynard. Has a little look, has support. There's Aaron Moran, one of 2 brothers in that Llandovery backline.
He's fine.
A bit of a frantic start here, Steph.
It has been, yeah. Great turnover from Cardiff in the middle of the field, but Llandovery playing a little bit tighter than usual, trying to keep the ball working on the short side. Just trying to wear Cardiff's defence, narrow the defence up to create space on the edge.
Dan Fish under the ball, of course, used to playing a lot at full-back. Here comes Ellis Thomas, 23-year-old blindside. And indeed, Jacob Lloyd steps up at 10, but here is the dangerous Cardiff backline, well taken on the right by James Beale. Promising first attack coming from the visitors. There's Evan Lloyd in at 8, with Captain Morgan Allen, late arrival, Fish into midfield. Moore, the big second row with a carry, and plenty of red shirts down that left-hand side. Here they come again. Here's Ellis Thomas again, big carry from the blind side. Haberfield switches it, a little look there, coming in. And the second row's heavily involved. James Richards this time, a good defence in the midfield as Haberfield just gets it away. Fish a bit static, but they have numbers on the outside, but the pass goes to ground and into touch. And that's pretty ominous for Llandovery, Steph, with Cardiff's first attack gaining some serious yards.
It was an excellent first attacking set from Cardiff. The variety they had between the forwards and backs, but the speed of ball they managed to generate in their attack. Just look at the ability for them to move the ball from forwards to back to width. They'll be disappointed obviously with that last pass, but a very promising first attacking set from Cardiff.
First line out then for Craig Thomas.
Inside the 5.
Secured.
Yeah, we'll play on, mate.
But it hasn't gone very far for Llandovery.
Players lying on top of it. It's just playable, boys. Wait there.
Lee Rees, using all his experience.
Use 9. Take him back.
Scrappy is his nickname. Now that's certainly not the way he plays. Left-footed. Well, that's way in field. So a chance maybe to counter here. Lloyd picks his head up. It's over the halfway line. Haberfield to Fish again, very static, fires a long pass out there. Ryan Wilkins with a bit of football skills on the outside, pinches with a clean out.
No clear release.
See much of a wrap on that one.
Didn't
slow ball from the touchline. Evan Lloyd Llandovery doing well at the moment, regathered their line. A little bit of a dog leg in midfield as James Richards in second row's heavily involved. Fish onto that trusty left foot above the floodlights. Tricky one, but really well taken.
No, 7.
A bit of a kicking battle, Steph, early on as well.
Yeah, definitely. Both sides probably want to win that territory battle just to give their attack a chance to get going. You know, interesting to see Cardiff got 2 in the backfield, hoping that Llandovery kick long to work to that counter. They work on the breakdowns exceptional, Cardiff as well, so that's why probably both teams a little bit cagey early doors.
Emulating perhaps the regional team who are up the top there in the URC for turnovers, and that's some of the advantage of the kicking game. A lot of criticism fired at Warren Gatland's team about the amount of kicks, but it gains territory, and if you've got a good jackal in back row, you can win penalties.
100%, and as a contrast, you know, if you're playing too much from deep, you leave yourself vulnerable, like Llandovery do in this example, to getting turned over, where, you know, if you kick long, it's a lot easier to put pressure back on Cardiff. So obviously their tactic, they've got a kicker like Dan Fish, they've got Tom Haberfield as well with his great kicking game, so they'll obviously look to pin Llandovery in and make a real mess of that breakdown.
A lot of respect given to Llandovery in the selection tonight, bringing in Mark Thomas, Scott Andrews, experienced halfbacks. Steve Law has used a lot of young players this year, but this is a big one for him.
It is, yeah, and the regional experience in Cardiff's team is massive. You look at the players involved, they got Lloyd Ashley obviously on the bench as well, so they look at that experience tonight to get them going, get them in the game.
Fish then strikes it well, has the legs, and the flags go up, and that's just the start Steve Law would have wanted from really only their second insertion into Llandovery's half. They lead by 3 points to 0.
Yeah, very positive start from Cardiff. I'm sure they'll be delighted with the way their attacks moved so far. They've managed territory well. I suppose a challenge now for Llandovery moving into the attacking shape is how they can generate that speed of ball.
The 2 most miserly defences in the Indigo Premiership going head to head tonight. Nobody has conceded the least amount of points apart from these 2.
Tom, this has to be quicker.
Llandovery have the best defensive record. Cardiff lie in second.
It's another example of a great kick from Haberfield. And look at the breakdown.
You've got to be quicker.
It wasn't a release that time, but just a mindset on Cardiff early doors. Make it contestable.
Winger needs to
really go after those breakdowns.
Yeah, referee's going to have his hands full. It's going to be a keenly contested one, this one.
He needs to roll.
A lovely touch finder there from Johan Hughes. And this is that penalty again, just overzealous.
Yeah, just not rolling away, I think. Against Cardiff, the contest over the ball obviously is what they're trying to do from their mindset perspective, but just not quite as clean as they were hoping.
Lovely touch finder from the outside half, and Llandovery first real chance here at the maul. Cardiff repel it. It's a static one. Referee holding his arms up to keep the back lines 10 metres away. That's the law until the line-out's over. Now his arms go down. The line-out's over as Thomas tries to go down the short side. Was it a foot in touch? Yes, it was. And that's good defence from the Cardiff 8 there, Steph.
Oh, very good defence. Llandovery obviously trying to put a marker down from a pack perspective, taking them on in a maul, but that's very good defence from Cardiff.
You see, I think it was Thomas just stayed in, but Lee Reese's foot was in touch.
It'd be interesting to see, obviously, if Llandovery get an opportunity there again. With the rules, as you were saying, with keeping the back lines apart, it's a great opportunity to shoot out of those mauls, especially if you're not getting huge dominance, because you can gain 10 metres without any issue.
Good carry by Scott Andrews. Classic exit play, and Fish is standing quite flat and static, but he gets his left-footed kick away, and am I noticing, Steph, a little bit of a breeze just behind Llandovery? I don't know, it's pretty still out there, but with both defences so tight, I don't imagine there'll be too many points here tonight.
He needs to be
so
10 as well,
Llandovery still in a pretty good attacking position, midway between the 10-metre line and the 22. Go towards the back. Beautifully taken there by Griff Evans. Secured his first pro contract, and there's a penalty there. And as you were saying, Steph Hughes, so sharp at the contact area at Cardiff.
They are, and any sort of separation between Llandovery's ball carrier and cleaners, straight away they lose the race. And because Cardiff are so strong over the ball, it's so hard to move that jackal threat. So the separation problem will be something they'll have to address moving forward to build their attacking game.
How much time do these guys get to work on sort of ball carrier, first entry, clear out? There's so much to cover in a week, isn't it?
It is difficult, especially when you're playing on a Thursday night. A lot more difficult. You only get one session on Tuesday. A lot of that is spent on start plays and how the game plan's going to work.
Forwards doing mauls.
And us back doing some kicks.
Talking of mauls, here's Cardiff's first real attacking line-out. On the 10-metre line of Llandovery. Alan Rees.
Hang on.
Doesn't see enough of a gap.
Gents, he hasn't moved. You stay on the AR. We need to close this gap up.
Rees, the 30-year-old, former Ospreys Academy hooker.
Here we go. My AR
Mike English,
there you go.
not happy.
Right.
Marking the point for Berian Watkins to stand. Good line-out ball for Haverfield. Brings the back line on a shortened line-out. Round the corner they go. Little tip-on pass. Second rows again. James Richards heavily involved. And they go with the flow over the far side. Haverfield bringing in Rees the hooker. Has no support. It's a bit slow for Haverfield. Fish goes to the air again, this time across field. Looking for Bay, beautifully taken in the air. Well, that was pretty impressive stuff, and not a lot of gaining there, but Cardiff have it. Haverfield goes for the dink over. Superbly read. And Cardiff are going to the air lockstep.
They are obviously prepared for that in the week, and the accuracy of Dan Fish's kicking game is exceptional. The great thing about Cardiff's attack is they've just got that variety we spoke about. The forwards are in the middle of the field as ball carrying or ball playing options. The wingers are keeping width to give them attacking kicks. So from a defensive perspective, really hard to mark everything.
Oh, they're doing well so far. There's Pinches, the experience centre. So long with Merthyr, of course. But back to Cardiff after just one appearance all those years ago. What a take that was.
Thank you.
Interesting to see again, Cardiff have got a shortened line out. Evan Lloyd's out in the midfield.
Come back, play on.
Nice scrappy ball on the floor. Llandovery have it, turnover ball, little ship pass to be good here. And it's Hughes that takes the line forward, does really well. The outside half, Rees just gets caught, but just got his pass away. Good carry from Berian Watkins. Rees is there again. Adam Warren, in his first real moment in the game, tips it on. Now, can't Llandovery build from here? Big tackle going in. Two very well organised defences here to the short side. Held up this time by Evan Lloyd. The referee's arm is out for offside. Rodri Jones, little dancing run. Rees probing this short side.
That was
lovely little play, just gone forward, and the referee was playing advantage for offside, and that's a promising attack.
It is a lot better attack from Llandovery's perspective. Really interesting to see they're using the short side a lot more. The reason they do that is because Cardiff's line's been so hard in the middle of the field, really difficult to play around them. So they play into the middle and then back down the short side, trying to catch them offside, which worked really well there. They'll have an opportunity again at their maul, I assume.
And nobody better at exploiting that than scrum half Lee Rees. As Jon Hughes chisels that into the 22.
Same again.
This goes to show why these two teams are at top of the Indigo Premiership. Here they come with them all.
Inside the 5.
Craig Thomas trying to add his weight there.
That's 1-9.
It's not going anywhere. And here comes Rees, little scoot out. Pass on the back, Hughes gets it back, and up quickly comes Goodchild. Little left-footed quick kick, there's nobody there. And eventually, it's Jacob Hughes that gets it away. And they're trying to probe this Cardiff defence, and it's a real good battle at the moment, Steph.
It is real physical battle. Cardiff, to be fair, with their maul defence is really good. Llandovery trying to shape to width there. It's a very important tackle, but they're just trying to exploit the space in behind. Be interesting to see whether they have a bit more variety in this line out. The maul hasn't worked as well as they'd hoped the last couple of reps, so another opportunity. They'll be pleased with this, with the territory.
Another more attempted by Llandovery, but Cardiff really doing well. Jesse Scott Andrews there locking his position. They've been expecting this week, Steve Law's men, and are preparing well. Little pop pass, Reese, inside it goes to Warren. He's a big man, just short of the line, reaches there quickly, recycled by Llandovery. Concerted pressure, out it goes, little show and go, just brought short. Did he get over? Well, the referee's blown for time off. And pick the bones out of that one. Lovely attack off a static maul.
That's what I want to check. I've got a grind.
Llandovery got the first try of the game. Steph Hughes, what's your thoughts?
Did you catch all of
well,
that?
Difficult to see. The attack was excellent build-up.
Thank you, mate.
Rodri Jones seems like he's confident. Llandovery's boys are walking back.
And we go to the TMO. And as Steph Hughes rightly says, usually the body language of the players. And was he dragged over by a Cardiff player? The ball seems to be down.
I think it's definitely over the line. It's just whether momentum has taken him over. I don't think he's had another movement at it. It's great footwork initially, just to get him beyond that line of tackle.
The screen.
You've seen Nathan Hudd's tackle, has he?
Just checking.
It's whether the referee deems he's had a second movement. Centre Rodri Jones.
He's allowed to reach once, isn't he? That's the rules. He's allowed with momentum to make one reach. I do think that he's got the ball over the line within his one movement.
Well, who'd be a TMO? Greg Morgan is our television match official tonight.
That's the only angle that we've got there, so I've got nothing to disagree with your original decision.
There's nothing clearly there that shows him propelling himself forward. That all looks like momentum to me. So I'm
It's
I'm
such
happy
a close one, isn't it? And on tight games are these things.
Greg?
Yes. I don't know if you heard what I said, but that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, the referee's making his way back hurriedly, Steph, so it looks like it's going to be a try.
Yeah, very, very good try for Llandovery there, just the way they went about it.
And the crowd go pretty well. Let's go down to Lauren Jenkins on pitch side. She's got one of the Llandovery players.
Berry and Watkins, pa mor bwysig yw yn gêm fel hon bod chi wedi cael y cais gyntaf?
Wrth gwrs, mae'n bwysig iawn. Mae Cardiff diolch yn eitha dda fyd, ond bydd dangos patrymau da lawr yn y red zone yna i dros y llinell a gorffen da dy Rodri.
Cer nôl.
Diolch yn fawr.
Well, Lauren on the pitch there. Not sure Berrien Watkins, after his hard work in the last couple of mauls, was the right guy to choose, Lauren, but he did a good job.
I'm sure he's delighted with the outcome.
And Jack Maynard slots the conversion. And Llandovery are on the score sheet, and in the end, Steph, it was really well worked try.
It was. Llandovery obviously realised the maul has been held up quite a lot, just a variety. The width of that pass from Lee Reese is exceptional, and that's a lot more how Llandovery will have to attack. Cardiff's maul defence is really good, but using the advantage of the defence being back 10, having someone like Aaron Warren coming in, who's such a powerful ball carrier, that's a really well worked try.
Yeah, Aaron Warren, top try scorer for Llandovery this year with 6. He's gone forward from the restart from Cardiff, so things just going Llandovery's way at the moment. Just a reminder of how things stand. Cardiff are currently top with 62 points, but having played a game more than Llandovery, who are 8 points behind, so the level of importance of this game, Steph, is huge. If Llandovery can get across the line, it's game on for the remaining games.
Oh, absolutely, and obviously they'll be targeting a home playoff game as well, Llandovery will, because they've shown this year how difficult it is to come here and win, so it's brilliant to see the top of the table clash. It's what you want to watch, isn't it, from a spectator's point of view, so fantastic to see these two teams going at it.
And the stand we are actually commentating from is full. Cameras facing out from us. And there's a good crowd here on a lovely night for rugby. Two best teams currently in the Indigo Premiership.
No one's moved just because we've come together on that bind. We've lost our space, okay?
Cardiff have secured 8 try bonus points this season in their 15 games. Nobody has secured more. But as I say, Llandovery, the meanest defence in the league, and we'll be looking to keep that record. Just 3 points conceded tonight now in 18 minutes gone. Good start.
Bind. Set.
Haverfield with so much experience with the Ospreys, of course. 130 appearances for the region. And Scott Andrews. Well, there's a bit of coaching with this Cardiff RFC side, Steph, but wheeled out to be on the tight head tonight.
Yeah, not a bad tight head to bring into the team, is he? He's a very, very experienced player. Good opportunity for Cardiff here. From a backline perspective, this is exactly the examples you practice set piece from in the week. Can they create opportunities to cut this Llandovery defence open? They've got, obviously, Aaron Pinchers as a big ball carrying option. Can they create space around him?
Well, he's edging forward as the scrum goes Cardiff's way, and probably wanted the ball, but the referee, Mike English, gives the penalty, and that's 1 up to the Cardiff front row as Scott Andrews cleans his studs. And what will they do here?
Well, I think they'll, with the quality of kicker Dan Fish is, they'll take 3. You know, interesting. Their maul, I think, will be very, very strong, very powerful. It's a tough angle for Dan Fish, but you know, you can understand in a tight game, top 2 teams, you take the points when they're on offer early doors.
Well, Cardiff win the day that there. I think it was against Berry and Watkins, up against Mark Thomas, who himself has been around the Ospreys, Cardiff Blues, when they were the Blues. Harlequins and Worcester Warriors, of course, in his first season at Cardiff. Experience now. So, as my co-commentator Steph Hughes says, not the easiest of kicks, as you can see here for Dan Fish, but it's a very still night here at Church Bank. Already 1 from 1. A measured approach from Fish. It's a low swinging kick, but it's good enough. No pictures on the scorecard, as the golfers say, and Fish is 2 from 2. And Cardiff within a point. Llandovery 7, Cardiff 6.
It shows when you've got 2 teams of this quality how important the basic skills are. Llandovery weren't quite accurate enough on the kick-off, and as a consequence they conceded 3 points. So in a tight game, top 2 teams, accuracy and basic skills so important.
High restart, difficult one to take. Fish charge down, great pressure from Llandovery, and they have it right inside the Cardiff 22. Great riposte from the home team, but guess what? Cardiff have it back again. He's back on 4 here. Fish gets it away this time. There's a real chance for Llandovery on the turnover there.
There was, but Cardiff just showing their strength straight over the ball, slowing it down, making it difficult. It's great pressure from Llandovery from the kick-off. Berry Watkins wins the race.
Doing it all tonight. TV interviews, winning the ball on the floor, getting penalised in scrums. All action, tight head.
We're good.
And there's another all action player. Dan Fish, 32 now.
Numbers, Jack, numbers.
3rd in the league in terms of point scoring this year. 107 points before tonight.
Inside, 2, inside.
Right on the 22 of Cardiff. Craig Thomas excellently RFC in his second season at Llandovery. Throws in towards the back again, getting success there. And the launch play, Hughes brings in on the old-fashioned scissors. Adam Warren, the big carry from Berry and Watkins. What an offload! And then it is for Osian Davis, straight off the training field. What a score for Llandovery! Beautifully made in the build-up. The clean ball at the line-up from Griff Evans. The old 1-2 sucker punch. And it was that man, Berry and Watkins, you can't keep him out of the action, who puts Osian Davis over for another try.
Wow, what a brilliant try for Llandovery. So well worked. The first play got Adam Warren over the gain line, then the speed up Berry and Watkins round the corner to win the race. It's a race between Llandovery's forwards and Cardiff's forwards. This is a beautiful touch out the back door, and what a step by Osian Evans, and it's a great try for Llandovery. What a brilliant offload from Berry and Watkins, your tight head prop, winning the battle, getting his hands free. Osian Davis with a brilliant step.
I mean, that's the easy conversion. Well, we've got a game on here. Llandovery staff very happy with that, and that's straight off the training field step. A sort of a two-faced sucker punch, and sometimes it doesn't work, but as you said earlier, when that first carry goes really well across the gain line, you have every opportunity, and fair play to Berry and Watkins.
Oh, it's brilliant, and that example is a race between Llandovery's forwards and Cardiff's forwards. Berry and Watkins gets round the corner first, allows him to be an effective carrier, and it's really difficult then to defend that offload once he wins that first battle.
Like Sam Lowsey for the Scarlets. Just saw a picture of the Llandovery coaching staff. That's one for Gareth Potter, the attack coach, down here at Churchbank. Beautiful take from Griff Evans. You can see why the Scarlets are looking at him. And a fine game already tonight. And here's Jack Jones, the elder statesman, the captain.
He's fine.
Father Robin, of course, played with distinction for Neath and Swansea. That's an interesting kick, but an effective one. And Cardiff go quickly, realise that they have some work to do. 2 scores behind now, into the 24th minute. And indeed losing possession, and it's all Llandovery at the moment, Steph Hughes.
Yeah, Cardiff trying to up the tempo just to get the attack flowing a little bit more. I think he's done from in the side there. Adam Warren strong over the ball, as he always is. And it's a good exit from Llandovery in the end, because Lee Rees was under a lot of pressure on that exit, so managed to get the ball out. But another opportunity for Llandovery inside the Cardiff 22.
Another excellent kick from the brother of my co-commentator. Taught him everything he knows. 2 beautiful ones down that left-hand side now from Johan Hughes. His first season here, and seems to be enjoying his rugby stuff.
Oh, absolutely loves it. Good team around him as well, and he's just enjoying being a part of it.
The Drovers right on top, itching to get at Cardiff and close the gap at the top of the Indigo Premiership. Griff Evans again. And this time they've got them all going. Just switch the focus of that line out. And they've got a bit of purchase. Craig Thomas on that ball. First time we see him move forward in the ball. He slipped himself. And Lee Rees has very little option. And they go down that side. There's Adam Warren. Like an extra back row sometimes with his carry. That one's gone with Berry and Watkins. What was he doing there? Who cares, because he's doing it all. Rees quick off the base. Is Jamie Hughes now the loose head prop, and Llandovery have their tails up. Hughes is back in the pocket, looks to shape a drop goal, gets it over, and that's intelligent play in a tight game at the top. Any insertion into the opposition's 22, you want to come away with points, and that's an old head on young shoulders.
Oh, it's just great attack again from Llandovery. The variety they have on the maul is excellent, and it's a good decision from him in the end to take the 3 points. There's not much on, they'd lost a lot of momentum, and it's great just to get 3 points on the board from Llandovery's perspective, because every couple of points obviously just keeps chipping them away. Psychologically for Cardiff now, they understand that they need to score some tries.
I think Iros Evans is happy, even though he doesn't look it. There's a long way to go. He knows that in this game.
Hughes!
Nice to see a drop goal in the Indigo Premiership. It's sort of forgotten skill and art now, Steph, as this ball bounces all over the place. A difficult one. Cardiff are at 6s and 7s, and Llandovery, well, to say they had their tails up is an understatement. They go to the corner. There's a chase on here for Harry Dowell. Fishes across there. Lovely kick coming in. Across field, I think it was RUGBY Jones. And we're going to go down to Lauren Jenkins again, pitch side.
Watch your language. 17 o fewn hanner awr i ges, y dechreuad perffaith I chi.
Oedd i fod ni'n cadw i'r sgript petai a mae'n gweithio. Neither of us are in the set. Ansyn. Fi'n credu bydd y llinell yn bwysig dros ben, gweithio gan i bach o pressure yn nhw a trio troi pêl drosto.
Pan ti'n gwych chi'n cadw i'r sgript, be yn union sy'n gweithio'r blaenwyr hynna?
Fi'n credu maen nhw'n galw'r gafadau iawn yn yr adrannydd car cywir. Fe wedyn ni'n mynd nawr yn ymddiffyn y llinell a wnaethon ni beth ni wedi bod yn ymarfer a gweithio dde.
Chi'n ymosod yn yr eto, nôl â ni'r tîm sylwebu, diolch yn fawr.
Wow, great steal in the line-up from Llandovery again, and then on the attack Hughes shifts it out, Jones out the back to Dole, wants to get involved, there's the right winger, pinches, just manages to get him, tries to rip the ball with Scott Andrews, back against the grain from Rhys Jones there, ever involved along with Adam Warren. Lee Rhys digs this time, it's another penalty. And it's all Llandovery in the 22. They play an advantage. Rhys brings that man, Berrien Watkins, on the charge. They go the same way. The little miss ball. Hughes on the outside. Oh my goodness, it's barbarian stuff from Llandovery. The sleight of hand, the tip passes in such close quarters. Well, you think you were watching Leinster, you're not, you're watching Llandovery. What a try.
Oh, sensational rugby from Llandovery. It's absolutely brilliant. The way they're moving the ball, they're keeping it alive. You're just seeing them grow and grow the last 5 minutes in confidence. Starts with the steal of the line out, and then the accuracy in their play. Lee Rhys, this is exceptional rugby. RUGBY Jones, his hands free. Yo's with his hands free, and it's just a brilliant try in the end.
Well, it finished Warren to Warren, and Ricky Guest, who's on the bench. We just heard him. He's pretty happy with that. But you're right, Steph. I mean, the sleight of hand in such close quarters there. We said it was a good night for rugby, but, you know, lovely play. Yohan Hughes over the top. Aaron Warren to Adam Warren. And that's 3 tries. Can Maynard add the 2 extra? Indeed he can. Now, for a guy who's kicked so many points at this level of rugby, you'd expect that. And maybe what he wouldn't expect it, Steph Hughes, is from Llandovery to be 24-6 up with half an hour gone.
No, it's an exceptional first half. You just look at the difference in the body language the last 5 minutes, the confidence in Llandovery's team, little things going their way, they're winning momentum battles. And they're playing exceptional rugby.
Error-free rugby from Llandovery, and that man is to the fore. Griff Evans, 21-year-old lock, having a stormer in all facets of the game. And Lee Rhys is controlling things at the base.
Carried back.
Hughes in the pocket, looking to go long. 3 guys back for Cardiff. Fish is going to the air. It's a spiral bomb, which tends to be difficult to take, but Hughes does really well. The follow-up from Evan Lloyd, not named at 8. Morgan Allen didn't make kick-off for some reason, we don't know yet. And here they go again. Aaron Warren, so slippery. They're a bit condensed here, Llandovery, but they don't really care at the moment. Jamie Hughes, he tails it up big time. And Rhys, the old head, says, hang on now, boys, we've got a big lead. Let's get back to territory. He goes to the box. Fish under it yet again. Harry Dole does get the tackle in. The follow-up comes. Cardiff have secured it. Well, they don't seem to have had the ball for 10 minutes. Haberfield to Scott Andrews. Shaped the tip to Rhys, but decided to carry. It's slow for Haberfield.
Use line!
And they look a bit lost at the moment, Steph.
They do, and it's not like Cardiff. We're not used to seeing Cardiff lose their shape, lose their way. It's be interesting to see their leaders stepping up, trying to guide them back on track.
Here's one of them. Dan Fish puts it across to fullback Jacob Lloyd, left-footed, well placed is Aaron Warren. He wants to run, he's enjoying himself, but caught by 2-3 Cardiff players. And they have to be careful, they've stolen it. It's a bit of a mess there. Mike English in the end gives Cardiff the penalty, and as much as you want him to continue playing, Ira Sevens might be thinking, look, let's just consolidate now, maybe till half-time.
Yeah, 100%. That was an opportunity for Llandovery just to kick it long, put pressure back on Cardiff, knowing that they're the ones chasing the game who have to make the plays. But it's difficult when you're out there, Sean, when the momentum's with you and you're feeling in the groove.
And listen, I think as a former coach, Steph, then you'd encourage them. You can't blame Aaron Warren for having a crack there, but you can see Cardiff, 3-4 players coming in, and that was a bit messy. This time Cardiff do go for the corner. They recognise it's catch-up time.
On the line.
Towards the back, only just gather it in. And that's a little bit messy. The referee's arms out. So they have a free play, if you like. Pinches, the big ball carrying centre. Haberfield desperate for quick ball. Round the corner, Mark Thomas already got 3 tries in 9 appearances for Cardiff, looking for another.
No advantage.
And in the end, that's a result for Llandovery.
Gents, first of all, I'm going to speak to both captains. Gents, there's lots of players starting to appeal for decisions.
Jack Jones just been spoken to.
Now. Okay, it's a penalty for taking the player out in the air here.
Referee not happy. Collapse them all there.
Yeah, no block there for me that time. It's timing, yeah.
And you think they're going to go for the corner again here, Steph?
You don't have to. You can have the line out straight away.
Yeah, I imagine so. Having won a penalty just now, going for it again. Big moment in the context of the game, I feel this, Sean. If Cardiff can get a score, then it gives them a bit of hope going into half-time. But Llandovery can hold out here psychologically, massive for them.
And here comes Reece the hooker. They've got to drive on. They're inching forward. Llandovery clinging on with their fingernails. There's some arms up, but it is short. Here they come again, a little short play. Pinches was involved again. Haberfield, all the pressure, had the open side with a carry.
No clear left.
And running out of numbers here, Cardiff. Plenty of green shirts on their feet. Pinches.
Offside.
Runs into 3 Llandovery defenders.
Go.
Back against the grain, but very little inventive stuff here from Cardiff. The carry from Evan Lloyd gets him up to the 5-metre line. It's loose. Haberfield does really well. But the Llandovery defence is up, and it's another penalty. But you can see why Llandovery's defence has been so good this season.
They're just their speed around the corner to get set is giving them chances to win collisions. When they're slow around the corner, it's a lot harder to tackle people. Momentum. They just seem like they're set first all the time, and it's making life a lot harder for Cardiff's forwards to get in the game, because they're a big pack, Cardiff, but they're just losing collisions because Llandovery's speed to set is exceptional.
You're just off it.
Yeah, there's a green and white wall in front of the Cardiff players, even though they're on their own line. Llandovery defending for their lives. Reece goes again. It's one in the middle this time. This looks a pretty well set maul. Llandovery have to be careful. They've been penalised twice in this area. Haberfield amplifying just that by dragging Jack Jones out. Good repel from Llandovery. And have they got it? Yes, they have. That's a massive turnover from the home team. Well, they gave 2 penalties away, but they stuck to their guns, got the turnover, and that's a big moment.
That's a huge moment. We were speaking about psychologically how that affects the rest of the game.
On the TV clock.
Had Cardiff scored that more...
Is that TV clock, sorry?
Thank you. Going into half-time, a lot different, but psychologically, 3 tries up, that's a huge effort from Llandovery.
And here's how it stands at the moment. Llandovery will close the gap if it stays as it is. One more try will give them a bonus point, of course. But they'll be happy with that. Still with a game in hand. They'll almost have destiny in their own hands. And Merthyr will have a say in it yet, for sure.
Just under 5.
4 minutes to half-time.
Bind. Set. Good height.
And Llandovery, they look to lock this out. They do a little bit better. The pickup coming in. Stuart Worrell packing down at 8 there to get the explosive carry. And Rees using all his experience to take his time, make sure of this kick. It's a long kick. And the flag has gone up. What a kick from Lee Rees. From that position, to get that height and that distance. His forwards will be happy with that one. And Cardiff just look a little dejected at the moment. No answer to anything Llandovery do. Just had his foot. Almost a good catch and pass, but just in touch. Llandovery just inside their own half. Jack Jones as well to grasp that one in the air.
That's once.
Craig Thomas, the hooker, at the back. Referee's arms are up. Line-up's not over, so Lee Rees had to stay back. He brings Jones in the midfield. Good carry from the centre in his 9th season at Llandovery. They go back to Jack Jones against the grain. Had a little look, decided to carry. Plenty of green shirts over here. Adam Warren had a little look. He'll pick up from Berry and Watkins, but it was knocked on, or passed forward indeed. So the right idea from Llandovery, just on that occasion, not quite the execution. So second in the Indigo Premiership, currently leading first, Llandovery. 3 tries to the good.
Seems to be exactly level. I thought he's come through legally.
In a 20-minute period of explosive, really excellent rugby, quality tries from Iros Evans' team, and a mixture of open play,
I know what you want. He's made a positive
kick chase, and a 2-phase strike, which saw a fantastic try.
No, Greg, can I have a time check, please? I'll get the time for you now, 10. 2 minutes.
Just a little water break here for an injury coming up. Evo Vale against Aberafan on the 23rd of March.
Get water off them, please.
And just a week later, Pontypridd will take on Newport. So plenty coming up here.
Just by here.
Tune in Welsh and English language. S4C, click YouTube. Here's Scott Andrews packing down at tight head for Cardiff tonight.
Crouch.
So less than 2 minutes to half time. What can Cardiff do at the end of this first half? Shell shocked. Steph Hughes, my co-commentator, said. And indeed, they look at the missed pass by Dan Fish up to the halfway line. And Llandovery all over it. Lee Rees got in there. Referee looks to his assistant, and it was knocked on by Cardiff. And Ryan Wilkins didn't quite get on the outside of his man. He was knocked on as Lee Rees was in there like a flash. And it's all Llandovery in this first half.
There was 2 minutes of the last scrum.
We've got 2 quality sides here in the Indigo Premiership. We've got a lovely night for it, good crowd at Church Bank, Llandovery, and Llandovery in particular haven't let us down. Some great individual performances. Aaron Warren, Owen Hughes at 10, and Lee Rees have commanded the game.
Yeah,
Griff Evans has been fantastic, and Berry and Watkins has been everywhere, even on the telly.
Gents, let's go heads in slots, please. Both of you.
And Steve Law, the head coach of Cardiff, will be preparing his notes. And what started out as a bit of a kicking game has ended in 3 tries for Llandovery. Stuart Warren at the base leaves it for Lee Rees. The short ball was on, but Harry Dole has come in from the right wing. The referee's arm is out, maybe for a high tackle. Llandovery looking for more. They're looking for a bonus point in this first half. And what a turn-up that would be. It's a free play. Griff Evans, the second row, and there comes the arm. It's a quick ball again, and they're all getting involved here for the Drovers. Rees, oh, look for the offload. It's gone back, but the penalty's given anyway. Now, I wonder, 18 points the difference. It's a very kickable 3 points.
And you've got one mark just by here, Mildy.
Will Jack Jones decide we want to go in with a 21-point lead?
Time is dead. From which one? From this
and
one.
he's done just
Do you
that.
want one here, or one just this side of the halfway? Okay. Awesome.
And why wouldn't you, when you've got somebody like Jack Maynard, who was in the Cardiff ranks last season, and is so reliable off the kicking tee? Why wouldn't you take them on offer? So it was offside. That's the referee's arm goes out there.
Nothing, we're playing on, boys.
Well, the clock is in the red. Remains to be seen whether the referee's time, who's the sole arbiter, of course, of time, is up as well. Jack Maynard. Goes quiet in the stand. He strikes it. High and true, the flags go up. And Llandovery, well, they blitzed the leaders, Cardiff, in the first half here. This top of the table clash. 3 first half tries. Impeccable kicking from Jack Maynard. They go in half time. It's Llandovery 27, Cardiff 6.
Ie, fi gael cwmni Iwan Hughes. Iwan's hanner gwych i chi fel tîm bydd y deimladau di ar diwedd y hanner.
Ie, gwych, really. O'n i'n gwneud popeth o'n i'n siarad am cyn y gêm. Reoli, cydiogaeth a chwarae yna. Mae'n y cywir, so ie, boys yn hapus, ond hanner swydd wedi cael ei wneud, so angen cadw'n lan ail hanner.
Beth sy'n bwysig i chi nawr yn yr ail hanner yn amlwg Caerdydd mynd i dod mas o'r bloc sydd ddechrau?
Ie, disgybleth yn credu holl bwysig, just bod bach squeaky clean gyda'r ref a wedyn chwarae yn man y cywir, so cadw tempo lan hefyd, just trio cadw sgwbl yn tico.
Gret, diolch, cem mewn a joio'r hanner amser.
Wel, clywed i flaenwyr Llandovery heno yn trafod ac yn ochr gamu ac yn cael ei gwobrwyo yn y diwedd. Yr wythwr ifanc Osian Davies yn cyrraedd ac yn sgorio ail gais y tîm cartre a mond ychwanegu i'r sgôr y gwneithant wedi hynny. 21 o bwyntiau yn rhannu'r ddau dîm yma ar yr egwyl, a dyma meddwl oedd un yn ni wedi rhagweld y sgôr na am gêm. Maen nhw'n chwarae llawn egni, llawn hyder, a mae'n anodd iawn i Gaerdydd i stopio nhw'r funud, Iwan.
O, war y teg. Wnaethon ni weid falle bydd y gêm yn un gyffroes yna'n gwmwys byd ni wedi gael, a o'n i'n disgwyl falle yn y 50 munud cynta na gyda Gaerdydd yn rheoli'r chwarae, ond o war y teg yn yr 25 munud diwetha na Llandovery sydd wedi bod yn un gyd, a maen nhw wedi trafod y bel yn wych, so na, dwi'n edrych ymlaen i weld nhw'n dod mas yn yr ail hanner yma.
A gen i cyfolwg ar y cais cynta, o'n i'n gwybod mae 2 bac enfawr oedd yn mynd ben a'i gilydd, a dde'n amlwg fan hyn mae Llandovery oedd yn dominyddu.
Ie, jyst yr amrywiaeth oedd yn dda gyda Llandovery, yn amlwg oedd ysgal Mesmido ddim mor grif o'n gobeithio, ond jyst y dealltwriaeth i symud y bil, mae'r pas na yn un anhygoel, achos mae pac Caerdydd i gyd yn agos i'r ruck, just symud y bel, un sianel yn llydan, yn galluogi Rodri Jones i fynd at gwagle yn lle at amddiffynwr.
Maen nhw'n gwisgo gwyrdd, maen nhw'n chwarae bach fel y gweddelod. Dyna fel ni'n rhoi clod i fel pac y gweddelod. Pac sy'n dangos i sgiliau nhw.
Ie, yn sicr. Wel, mae'n eich canmol Gaerdydd, maen nhw'n riatal ysgarmau symudol yn wych, ond o war y teg i Llandovery, maen nhw heb gael y reward, maen nhw wedi moyn yr ysgarmau symudol, maen nhw wedi mynd ar rhywbeth arall. A mae hwnna di bod yn ffydd i Llandovery pob clod nhw.
A Sian Davies yn derbyn y bas yn berffaith am yr ail gais staff.
Wel, oedd hi gais wedi gweithio'n berffaith o'r cam ar y fe, fi'n siŵr bydd Gareth Potter yn benni gamp gyda hwn. Just gwyliwch Adam Warren, mae'n cario croes i'r llinell fantes. Mae hwnna'n galluogi Berian Watkins i dod rown y cornel ar y garlam. Mae'n cael ei ddwylo'n rhydd a gwaith traed perffaith gan Sian Davies i sgori'r cais. Ond Eves, ti'n fel blaenwr yn dod rown y cornel, amser mae'r llinell fantes o blaen chi, mae'n gret llun i chi.
Oeddi, yn sicr, pam chi ar y drod flan a chi'n dod rownd y gornel gyda cyflymdra, mae fe'n anodd iawn o ran amddiffyn i ddod off y llinell na a'n gwmwys beth na Llandovery i Gaerdydd.
Yn amlwg ydd yr olwyr moyn bach o sylw hefyd. Dau gais gret o blaen i fe, ond falle'r cais perta yn dod i Adam Warren.
Wel, oedd hi yn y diwedd, oedd hi'n gret i wylio, oedd y stand i gyd ar ei trad, ond hefyd yr amrywiaeth, ni'n gweld y blaenwyr yn cario'n gynta, a wedyn ni just sgiliau sylfaenol, Rodri Jones gynta, a wedyn ni just, mae'n edrych mor syml a mae'n sgil mor anodd i gael y bel na, a ni'n gais tîm perffaith i Llandovery.
Ie, mae'r pas gyda Hughes a wedyn, ni'n gweld Aaron Warren jyst yn dal ei drad eto mewn bach i wneud siŵr bod e'n gallu gael y pas na allan i frawdau, a ni frawdau mynd dros i sgoro'r cais, felly pob clod oedd y cais na un cyflawn gyda Llandovery.
A mae'n ffordd, Steph, faint dyma be o'n i'n disgwyl o Gaerdydd cyn y gêm, o ystyried o'n i ma'n sôn am i ymosod nhw?
Wel, chymod, so ni wedi gweld Caerdydd wella yn y sefyllfa hyn o'r blaen tymor hyn. A fi'n credu mae hwnna'n rhywbeth bydd rhaid i Llandovery bod yn ymwybodol o'n yr ail hanner. Bydd rhaid i Caerdydd o mas i chwarae. Ni wedi gweld amodau o beth maen nhw'n gallu wneud gyda'r blaenwyr a'r olwyr, ond bydd nhw'n awyddus nawr yn sicr yn y 10 munud cyntaf i sgori gyntaf.
Right, wel ni'n gwybod mai dim ond y pryd cyntaf yw'r gêm yma ar OCI. Mae digon o rygbi yn dod i chi ar S4C dros y penwythnos. Dwy gêm fyw i chi ar S4C dros y penwythnos yn dechrau gyda'r gweilch yn erbyn Benetton cyn i'r dreigiau herio Connor. Cyfle hefyd i ail o weld Caerdydd yn erbyn Ulster. A mae canolwr y dreigiau Steph Hughes yn ymuno ni nawr. A ni wedi cael yn syni i ddarllen heddi. Mae dyna'ch gêm gardre ola chi. Cym ddiwedd y tymor yn amlwg chi'n chwarae'n Principality a'i ffwrdd yn Ewrop. Felly mae hwn yn gêm bwysig, Steph.
Odi, mae'n gêm enfawr. Mae'n rhyfedd daw gêm diwetha gytre ni yw e. Mae wedi bod tyn bach stop-start ers dechrau'r chwe gwlad sy'n... Chymod, mae'n gallu bod yn lletwyth i ffindo'ch trad. Fi'n credu wreio ni eitha da mas yn Leinster yn amlwg lle anodd iawn i fynd. Ond mae'n gêm enfawr i ni chwarae gytre. Chymod, mae cwpl o boys nôl gyda ni o Carfan Cymru sy'n gret, a ni'n edrych fan yn fawr iawn i'r challenge a gobeithio gallwn ni gael buddigoliaeth.
A cyn y gêm yn S4C nos Sadwrn, mae'r Scarlet yn herio Munster. Dwi'n teimlo fel bod nhw o'r diwedd wedi ffeindio'i rhythm.
Oedden, ti'n teimlo bach falle bod nhw wedi ar ôl dechrau anodd iawn i'r tymor. Maen nhw wedi ffeindio trad nhw tymor bach. Mae bach o momentum yn mewn i'r gêm yma, ond mae'n mynd allan i Munster yn challenge hollol gwahanol, felly brai'n mynd mas na. Fi'n siŵr bod nhw'n llawn hyder yn mynd mas na, ond ie, mae'n mynd i fod yn challenge enfawr i nhw a brai'n nhw fod ar i frig i gêm nhw os byd nhw moyn gael unrhyw fath o bwyntiau mas yn Munster.
A Steph, ti wedi siarad yn gyhoeddus am faint o her yma, wel, nid yr wythnosau diwetha, y misoedd diwetha wedi bod fel chwaraewr rhanbarthol. Odi pethau'n dechrau gwella?
Odi, ie. Ni'n agosau nawr i ble dylen ni wedi bod 5-6 mis yn ôl, sy'n gret. Un o ddau peth bach sy'n eisiau sorto to a gobeithio gall pobl fel nes I sôn o blaen, gallu arwyddo cytudebau yn rhoi sicrwydd I nhw bod jobiau I gael tymor nesaf. So, ni just about na. Ond mae wedi bod yn amlwg, chymod, yn challenge mawr I pawb. Ond byddwn ni jyst yn bles I gael ei gyd wedi sorto.
A o ystyried fod carfannau rhanbarthol yn lleihau, ti'n disgwyl gweld mwy o chwaraewyr yn camu lan o'r lefel yma? Yn wedig, chymod boes Caerdydd, ni wedi gweld nhw o'r blaen, Cameron Winnett, Teddy Williams nawr yn cael ei gwebrwyo gyda capur rhyngwladol. Ie,
wrth gwrs, chymod, mae hwnna yn mynd I fod yn fwy pwysig na eriod fi'n credu yn symud mlaen tymor nesaf, tymor ar ôl ni gyda maintiau'r sgwadiau sy'n ar gael. Chymod, mae safon y gêm yn hyn yn ardderchog a mae hwn yn perffaith I chwaraewyr ifanc neu chwaraewyr sydd i'r nôl o anaf I gael safon rygbi da yn paratoi nhw am gêmau rhanbarthol.
Ni'n mynd I troi'n sylw at y gêm ryngwladol, mae wedi bod yn dechrau hynod siomedig. Ti'n gweld pethau'n gwella mas yn yr Eidal, Ifan?
Wel, dwi'n bedar yn croesi busau achos o'n I bai ni, dwi'n ofni mae'n disgwyl fel falle bod ni'n mynd I gael y llwy bren a bydde hwnna'n siomedig iawn I Cymru, ond os fi fod yn hollol onest, dwi'n teimlo falle bydd yr Eidal yn mynd â ni I fod yn hollol onest I chi, ond dwi'n gweithio croesi busau, bydd y boes yn tynnu ddim mas o'r bag a bydd nhw'n gael y perfformiad da ni gyd I bod yn gobeithio amdano.
Be mae cefnogwyr Cymru yn meddwl, achos mae pleidlais wedi bod ar trydar trwy'r prynawn a dyma'r canlyniadau I chi a be ni'n gallu gweld mae 68% o'r cefnogwyr yn meddwl yr Eidal fydd yn mynd â hi falle tro cyntaf yr Eidal sy'n dechrau'r gêm a fel ffefrynnau nesaf.
Mae'n challenge mawr I boes Cymru yn amlwg. Mae'n rhaid gweud oedd paratoi am gêm Lloegr ddim yn ideal, ond nhw heb treino lot. Dwi'n ddim yn excuse wrth gwrs, ond mae pawb yn amlwg moyn nhw wella, mae pawb yn moyn nhw ennill, so gobeithio gall nhw. Mae'n mynd I fod yn challenge enfawr. Y ffordd mae'r Eidal yn chwarae ar y funud yn ardderchog, mae'n gret I wylio. So mae'n mynd I fod yn un dda, ond wella yn rhywbeth gall rhoi kickstart I Gymru I symud mlaen at cwpan y byd.
Wel, am yr eildro yn unig eleni, nôl yn eto Indigo Prem, achos mae'n cyfle nawr I weld y chwaraewyr sy'n cystadlu am cais mis Chwefror.
Andrew Waite, y cawr mawr gyda'r bel yn ei dwylo traed arbennig ganddo fo ac yn dadlwytho'n wych I Steff Andrews a mae gen hwn gyflymder yn does tu mewn Rodri Cole, cefnogaeth gan Callum Carson 1-1 I giro fydd hi'n gais a mae o drwodd yn croesi'r gwyngalch mae Callum Carson Lee Rees yn cael y bel allan I Osian Davies Johan Hughes bellach Rodri Jones yn ei tharau ymlaen yn arbennig I Jordan Evans sy'n mynd am yr ochr dde a nôl tu mewn i'r capten Lee Rees yn croesi'r llinell gais i'r porthmyn. Andrew Waite
cam ac yma'n gry yn dydi neu codi unert I codi stem syth dros ben Davies y canolwr Aberafan yn chwarae fel am fod y gais arbennig ni gweld y gynharach Steff Andrews drosodd.
Dan Fish gyda'r bel, mae'n wagle ar yr ochr dde ar gyfer Good Child. Mae'r amddiffyn yn dod ar draws yna, ond mae'n torri drwy'r ddwy dacl yn arbennig mae Good Child tu mewn. Mae Tom Haberfield, mae ganfo'r cyflymder a mae'n mynd I groesi'r llinell gais arbennig I Gaerdydd.
A dyma chi'r canlyniadau, felly enillydd cais mis Chwefror yw Lee Rees o Llandovery. Mae wir yn teimlo bod Llandovery'n cwbl rheoli y noson yma heno. Mae Steff Hughes wedi mynd I ffeindio frawd fi'n meddwl, Ifan. O'n nhw lot fwy cyfeillgar yn siarad ar yr hanner yn fewn nhw cyn y gêm, yn dod nhw?
Yn sicr, yn bach yn Steff yn tynnu cosau bach byty'r gêm a un, ond na, mae'n gret I weld nhw'n siarad yn ei syglu.
Ond fel wedodd Steff yn ystod ein sgwrs, mae fe'n sefyllfa anghyfarwydd I Gaerdydd. Dyn nhw ddim yn gyfarwydd â'r sefyllfa yma, fel maen nhw'n cael ei hun nôl mewn i'r gêm.
Ie, bydd eitha gyfarwydd i weld siwt byd nhw'n delio gyda'r sefyllfa yma. Ni'n gweld Morgan Allen yn dod ar y cab I hwnna'n ffydd enfawr I Gaerdydd, ond mae rhaid nhw treol mynd nôl mewn I gêm nhw, mynd nôl I gêm bwer nhw. Na beth sydd wedi bod yn fad nhw trwy gydol y tymor, mae ysod nhw wedi bod yn wych, felly mae nhw'n treol dal y bel a mynd trwy'r cymalau, achos mae Llandovery ar un o bryd nhw sy'n dwy'n y siow yma ar banc yr eglwys.
Wel, mae Steff Hughes nawr yn cael cwmni'n y chwaraewyr Llandovery.
Ie, Lee sydd da fi fan hyn. Lee, ti sydd ennill cais y mis, ond so hwnna'n mynd I fod ar y ddeddol di. Beth sy'n bwysig I chi yn yr ail hanner yma?
Fi'n credu yn 10 munud nesaf nawr, mae rhaid ni cadw bel, bod yn dda, cadw chwarae lawr hanner nhw,
gobeithio bydd ni'n cael y sgôr nesaf.
Pob lwc i chi yn yr ail hanner.
There's English language commentary available for this one with Seth Hughes and Sean Hawley, and drawing in nawr at Ivan Phillips a Griff McKee.
What have leaders Cardiff got then in this second half? Overrun by Llandovery. Currently lying second in Indigo Welsh Premiership, but 3 tries in the first half. Has left the leaders found really wanting. Expecting a bit of a humdinger in this second half. Certainly Cardiff have shown what they can do this year. They'll come back. They made a replacement. Joe Williams is on, wearing 21. And here is Morgan Allen. Did they miss him in the first half? Named as captain, but for some reason arrived late. And he's on the field too. So what can Morgan Allen and Joe Williams do off the bench? Llandovery have it already. Can they continue where they left off? 3 gorgeous tries in the first half, well worked. A lovely drop goal from Johan Hughes, and the trusty boot of Jack Maynard. Dole can't hold that one now. Is this the break Cardiff needed? Turnover just inside Llandovery's half. Williams on at half-back. Steph Andrews trying to add his experience. Fish flat and static.
Stand red!
And puts a little kick in. That's well covered by Llandovery. Jacob Lloyd, the fullback, to Fish again. The spiral bomb, the old-fashioned kick. It's gone miles into the Llandovery sky. It's taken a nasty bounce forward. Will it go dead? Yes, it does, just about. Well, it's the second time Fish has tried that spiral bomb, which can be a difficult tactic to deal with. But on that occasion, a little long, and they'll go all the way back for a scrum. As I'm joined again by my co-commentator.
Okay, gents, time is off.
Dragon centre Steph, who's busy night for you, boy.
Potential foul play.
It has been up in non-stop.
You're like Perry and Watkins, you're doing everything.
7 Green leaves his leg out when the Cardiff player jinks back in.
So the TMO, Greg Morgan, is in. For a bit of foul play. So you see a break here, and yeah, a definite leg out there from Stuart Worrell. I think he'll give a penalty for that one, Steph.
Yeah, I think just a penalty. He's obviously trying to mask it a little bit, but he knows exactly what he's doing.
It's almost a natural instinct, isn't it? You know, you've overrun it. You've done it on the inside shoulder, you stick a leg out.
Yeah, coming for you again now.
And we see it again. Just watch the blue hat of Stuart Worrell. There it is, little left leg out.
Yeah, he's left his leg there, hasn't he? And the Cardiff players tripped over him, so penalty.
Yeah.
Yellow card.
Yeah, correct.
7.
Well, Cardiff will be pleased with this. Just gives them an opportunity. I suppose this, from a Llandovery perspective, is exactly what you want to try and avoid to start the second half, giving Cardiff easy entries.
Yeah, 7 green.
Discipline. Blue scrum, yes. Okay, so winger stepping inside.
Yeah, trust me, mate. It's sometimes a coach killer. You give your messages, and for whatever reason, and he's been given a yellow card as well. It's a double whammy for Llandovery. And as you say, Steph, all of the half-time team talk really has gone a little bit out the window here now. If Cardiff can get a good field position, it's game on.
It is, definitely. I'm not sure that's a yellow card, I've got to be totally honest with you. But, you know, it's game on here now, and this is where, you know, Cardiff have got Morgan Allen back on the field. He's a big leader for them, so they'll be looking to really strike some blows in this 10 minutes, because they've got a lot of work to do to get it back up to where Llandovery are. Just from Llandovery's perspective, obviously, you know, you'd be looking for them to maybe manage territory a bit more, play without the ball in this next 10 minutes.
Yeah, contingency plans for the coaches. Fish tries to get as much territory. It's not a bad kick on his left-hand side. Try the banana kick. And from Steve Law's point of view, his coaching team, the next score is imperative, really. So, Alan Rees, 5 years with Bedwas, before coming to Cardiff. Goes towards the back, well taken by Nathan Head. Cardiff just crabbing sideways a little bit infield, but they have some momentum to the 22. Staying more, they're still going. This is much more like it from the Cardiff 8. Craig Thomas on the wrong side there. Still there. It is slow. Sean Moore, actually, who took the line out and regains it at the base. Cardiff reset. Little pick and go forward. There for Joe Williams. Fish. Morgan Allen trying to get in the game. Big number 8. Talisman for Cardiff is on the field. Pinches. Fish. Flat. The missed ball to the outside line. Ooh, big tackle coming in by Maynard, his opposite number. Still there though for Williams. Reese offers himself. Building well here, Cardiff. Little show from Head. Well marshalled by Llandovery. Williams, Fish, just trying to pull the strings. Steph Andrews. Not Steph Andrews. It's Scott Andrews. Little slip ball. Good chance. Well, it was stolen by Rodri Jones. And
then on ball.
They all sort of huff and puff attacks there, but it's a little bit across the field, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit lateral, especially at the end where there's opportunities to carry through. I think they're falling into the trap of thinking there'll be space out wide because Llandovery have a yellow card, but in reality they need to create that space by going forward in the middle. Llandovery do a good job in the end.
If you're the captain on the field of Llandovery, you saying less contest, let's not commit numbers at this tackle area so we can fill the field a bit more?
Yeah, exactly, and it's the balance, isn't it, between
just on your front
affecting the speed of ball so you can get set but not giving away any cheap penalties. You probably look to tackle as 2 double tackles and then leave the ruck on the floor.
On the 5-metre line, there's Sean Moore, ex-Ponty, Wales under 20 lock. This looks promising for Cardiff. Reese is at the back of that mob. It's motoring forward. Referee says it was brought to ground. Triple blow on the whistle of Mike English.
Time off.
So listen to the referee.
Time off. Okay. Greg, I've got a clear grinding on field. I just want to check that there was no obstruction before that player then grinded the ball.
Okay, we'll check it for you now.
Well, Steph, talk us through this because there was a more. It seemed to detach. So potentially, if there's anybody in front of the ball carrier, it could be obstruction.
Yeah, that's the big thing that they're going to look at here, I think. You know, if there is anyone in front of Alan Reese or affecting a tackle, then, you know, it'll be brought back. But if there is no one and he's able to carry up, like get up and go for it, oh, it's difficult.
If you watch Scott Andrews here, he sort of knows he's crawling on the floor. We're going backwards at the moment. But does he really have an impact on the tackler? We probably see it better on this angle.
Yeah, this is the angle we'll see. So the ruling is once the ball goes to floor.
So that's red to grind there for me.
It's a difficult call, isn't it?
It looks like a try to me. I think it's a little bit clumsy.
I think so as well. It doesn't really affect any tackle.
No. Reese picks up and goes again. There's no tackle coming from the inside, just on the outside. I've got a feeling they might give this, but
he's never tackled. He's never tackled.
The other question is, does Alan Reese release the ball? His knee hits the ground.
Based on Greg,
does he release the ball or does he get up? And is he allowed to do that?
There's no clear obstruction. Cardiff have
I'm getting more questions than answers here, Steph.
Get back up. They're never tackled.
Yeah, it's
so I'm happy with the try.
Yeah, I've got no problem with the try there.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with the decision of giving that a try either. There's so many little things you could look at, isn't there?
Well, we got there in the end. Mike English scurries across.
Try's good, boys.
Let's go down to Lauren, who's with Griffiths.
Griff, dyma'n union be chi angen, cais munudau cynta'r hanner a dyn o fanteth?
Just need y pethau sylfaenol ni heb wneud yn hanner cyntaf, cadw disgyblaeth oedd yn nod heno, ond yn amlwg mae Llandovery'n tîm dda, ni wedi gadw nhw mewn i'r gêm.
Morgan Allen, be di'r feddylfryd tu ôl hwnna?
Na, ddim meddylfryd, oedd e'n gweithio'n Lloegr pnawn yma ac oedd y crash dod dros y bridge. So oedd e ddim mynd i bod yn hanner wedi 7, so o'n i just gamblo bod e'n dod yn endyn 8 gloch, a nawr hanner amser mae'n mynd ar y cae. So dyna challenge.
O ran dy bydd y prif neges yn y sefyll newydd ar yr hanner o ystyried, o chi ar ei holi ar yr egol, a dwi ddim yn sefyllfa gyfarwydd iawn i chi?
Na, ddim, y ddisgyblaeth ni'n eitha wan, a hefyd maen nhw'n gyrru'n dda, ond hefyd maen nhw'n bwyco mas yn dda ar y llinell hefyd, a rhaid i ni just stopo nhw dadlwytho'r bêl, a ni'n gêm amddiffyn yn ni o gwmpas y ruck wrth pethau just sy'n tedio lan fyna hefyd.
Diolch yn fawr, pob lwc.
Just heading off towards you now, Tony.
The conversions added by Dan Fish to the try from hooker Alan Rees, and Griff Rees there, the director of coaching at Cardiff RFC, just explaining there that Morgan Allen, working today, was caught behind a traffic accident and delayed his arrival, but they got him on the field.
I can't blame them, I'd get him on as soon as he got out the car, player of his quality. Really interested next 10 minutes here now to see how Llandovery are able to manage the game, because their game is based around tempo and high speed, so it's a big challenge for them.
Well, they've gone to the air and forced a mistake from Cardiff. And will they come alive? As Steph Hughes says, indeed they do. Jones, a flat long pass was risky. Beautifully taken from Warren. Stays in field, does well the left winger. But Cardiff have stolen it again. There's more, the second row. Rees is over him.
You've taken that player off the ball obstruction.
Off the ball incident, Adam Warren.
No advantage. Advantage was over.
And just as it happens in sport, momentum was all with Llandovery in the first half, and the yellow card and the try, and now the penalty just swinging back in Cardiff's way, Steph.
Yeah, and you felt that Llandovery managed that really well. They kicked to the air, they won the ball back, they moved the ball. It's just that contact area we spoke about. It's a real flat pass from Rodri Jones. Warren does well. It's just a separation again of the breakdown that we've seen in the first half.
There's Aaron Warren. He's a difficult customer. In came Pinches. He's certainly up for the second half. Four minutes left on the yellow card. There's Aaron Pinches. Over 100 appearances for Merthyr. And he goes across.
Mike, you need to have a look at that challenge by Cardiff, number 12.
OK, mate.
OK.
That's the voice of TMO Greg Morgan.
Time's off, gents. Potential foul play.
I think it's more the right arm, Steph, coming across as Warren is falling in the tackle.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll have another look at it.
What? Can you tell me what we're looking at?
Difficult one here. There'll be
contact
a mitigating
with
factor that Warren's on the way down.
Shoulder with a Llandovery player.
Thoughts?
I knew you were going to ask. It's a difficult one, isn't it? By the letter of the law, his shoulder does hit him, and this is the angle I think you'll see it more. He catches him in the face with his shoulder. I would argue there's a mitigating factor because Aaron's on the way to the floor, but he does hit him in the face.
I've seen those pictures.
Yeah, just explain, you're coming across as a centre there, Steph. You want to smash the guy into touch.
For me, there is head contact. We just need to see where.
Well, A, is there a need to be that high?
Where we go next.
And B, if you are going that high, are you living and dying by the sword?
Well, that is the challenge, isn't it? Obviously, like you said, as a centre, you're tracking across. Your height is difficult because usually when you get there, the tackle's just being made. So it's hard for you to dip your height as well. But you do have a duty of care, especially when your shoulders are involved.
First angle was the better one, I think.
When it comes to that, when it comes to the head, it'll be a really interesting decision here from the referee. That's the angle.
That's the damning angle because.
So I'm seeing the upper arm making contact with the head.
Okay, so our first initial point of contact is head. Okay. So, for me, there is a player coming in and making a tackle.
Well, there's a protocol for the official. Clearly, Greg Morgan is
always high. He never drops his height.
Is seeing.
Okay. There is a genuine attempt to make the tackle, but for me, that second player,
foul play,
is the mitigation because there's a drop from that, so it's a yellow card for red 12.
I think that's a fair decision.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
Okay, so that second player is our mitigation because there's a drop. The Cardiff player is always high. He has made contact with the head, so we're going yellow card. 12.
No, it's going to be a yellow card for Aaron Pinches.
12. There is head contact. Okay. There is head contact. Okay. The mitigation is there is a drop in height from the player who's being tackled because there is a second player tackled, so it's a yellow card.
Well, it's a minimum yellow, Steph. Yeah. Because the question, I'm sure he'll be asked is, was there any real need? The tackle was being made on Warren.
Just double check it for you now.
He's just seen a little bit of red mist coming across there.
He has, and he's an aggressive player. You know, that's his strength to his game. It's really advantageous for him when he carries and he tackles. It's just an unfortunate situation.
Happy with that there? Yeah, I'm happy.
So we're 14 against 14 for 4 minutes before we see the return of Stuart Worrell, and then Llandovery will be a man up.
Line is yours.
More a position.
Interesting. Llandovery obviously a forward down, Cardiff a back down. So how will this work? Where will they attack?
Well, they didn't want to go off the top. Unsurprising. The forwards fancy their chances. They're going for a fourth try. It would mean a bonus point. It would extend their lead. In goes Rodri Jones, the centre. Aaron Warren adds what he can, shall I say. Not great technique, but that is from Thomas. He spins out. It's there for Rees. The carry to the line. They're just short here, Llandovery. The crowd is begging for it. Jamie Hughes, the loose head, has a go. Still there. Thomas again tries that little pivot. That's the post. They're a metre short. Jack Jones, the captain. The collision, but it's there. Here's Hughes, the missed pass. Maynard went for the dummy. Plenty of red shirts there for Cardiff. Still 5 metres out. Relentless pressure coming in and good defence from the visitors. Here's Griff Evans. He's been everywhere. Jack Jones with the outside clean, puts it on a plate. Do they have the overlap? Dowell comes in from the right. He shrugs off the tackle, and over he goes. The players rejoice. It's a bonus point try. The young Llandovery fans behind the goal line, they celebrate, and it's no more than they deserve. They've been very creative. Dowell came off the wing, and that's the bonus point try for Llandovery.
Well, it's a brilliantly worked try from Llandovery. The reason it works so well is that a back swing from the right-hand side of the field all the way across to the opposite side. Cardiff are a back down, and they couldn't recover. When you've got a player of Harry Dowell's quality, his footwork, his strength, that's a brilliant team try. And it's just the understanding of when there's opportunities to take the edge. It's difficult in the 22 because usually it's 15 front line, but they use the backs to create extra numbers. And it's a brilliantly worked try for Llandovery.
It's smart play, Steph. You know, that's what it is. They understand there'll be an edge there somewhere. Lee Rees, to his credit, and the Owen Hughes have been pulling the strings, and Harry Dowell showed why the Worcester Warriors were in for him, and he played in the English Premiership, and he's been itching to get into the game, hasn't he?
He has been, and that's his first opportunity, really, and it's a brilliant try. And that's a real difficult balance, you know, from an attacking perspective, from a back point of view. If you're pulling a ball out of there, you've got to score because the forwards are telling you, we're going to score if you don't. So it's a real difficult balance.
He doesn't look like missing tonight. Jack Maynard slots the extra 2, 34-13, bonus point in the bag. It's all about now just keeping Cardiff out, and they'll have about 6 minutes with the extra player. Well, I thought Maynard made a good decision there. It was a 1v1 on the outside, and when it came back the other way, Dowell, twinkle toes, gets over for the 4th try. Harrison James, released from the Wales under-20 camp, is on at 10. Cardiff have it all to do, and the danger for the visitors is that Llandovery, as it gets loose, will really come into their own. And enjoying themselves at the moment. Hughes to the sky. Dowell, the try scorer's under it. Red scrum cap, nearly got it. Did he knock it on? Play on, says the referee. No, he doesn't.
Thank you, mate.
Can you see any way back for this Cardiff team here now, Steph Hughes?
It's going to be difficult. The first, especially with the yellow card, you feel if they had the yellow card, they got 15 minutes to get back in the game. It's going to be difficult for them. And as you said, Llandovery seem to be growing in confidence every time they get the ball.
Well, with Aaron Pinches off, Harrison James has come on at 10. Dan Fish is standing at 12. And Jacob Lloyd, the fullback, is on the right wing. Joe Goodchild, he's at 13, so I think Ryan Wilkins has been sacrificed. Good scrum from Llandovery. Joe Williams gets it away to Fish. Maynard sensibly uses his feet, picks his head up. It's going to be back towards Fish. Has time, has a little look. Here's Harrison James, Wales under-20 squad member. Beautiful little kick from the outside half. Warren's back there. Owen Hughes, who's been solid all night, puts a beautiful kick in. It's a great applause in front of the supporters in the stand. He's having a good game, Steph.
Yeah, he's going well, to be fair to him. He's managing the game well. And the balance really with him and Jack Maynard, both 10s have played a lot of 10 together. But having 2 of them on the field with Lee Reese, it just gives the team a lot of direction.
And 2 experienced centres in Rodri Jones and Adam Warren outside him as well.
Wow, it's exactly, it's a brilliant backline.
Step in, step in.
But they're working hard up front as well.
8, no, 8.
Alan Rees stays in the fight really well at that maul. The thing collapsed and Llandovery think they've had it. And indeed they do. It's all going their way at the moment. Anything Cardiff do.
Players do not get involved.
Reece Barrett takes exception to something.
Well, it's great work from Llandovery from the maul defence. The maul breaks away, it's a tackle, which means that the contact area obviously is free for all, contestable.
Hang on. 10.
As I say,
10.
Lee Reese has been round long enough, played a lot of 7s.
Yeah. 10.
Wants to speed it up.
Morgan, can you get 10, please? We need to have a conversation. You've broken away. It's just a tackle. Listen, we're going to go 10 metres against you, okay? Whatever you said to the AR, it stops there, okay? Dan, it stops. Thank you. We're going 10 metres. Here's 10 metres, okay?
Frustration coming out for Dan Fish, who coaches this team as well. It's not going their way, but you still have to show due respect to the referee as a captain yourself, Steph.
100%, and that's the biggest thing from a captain's perspective, is the better relationship you can have with the referee, the more likely he is to listen to any concerns or any thoughts that you have. You know, if you're shouting at him or, you know, disagreeing with him, then it makes it a lot difficult to work with.
Sam Overton was one of the best at that.
Beth sydd mwyaf am perfformiad y dîm?
Na, jyst ni cadw bel yn dda, reoli tempo'r gêm a pryd mae Clefei yn dod, ni digon dda i cymeru rhywun, so mae'n bwysig iawn.
A wedyn sy'n bod ti eisiau osgoi diweddglo dramatig o gymharu fe welon ni wythnos diwetha, ti'n hyderus?
Gobeithio wrth y tebyg, wrth tough honestly, ond cydydd y tîm dda, so ti'n ffili reit yn nhw off.
25 red
Pa mor bwysig yw'r pwynt bonus?
mae'n bwysig iawn ti'n ysgol ar y tabl, so ni ddim yn cael digon yn nhw, so bwysig i cael buddugoliaeth gyntaf am y pwynt bonus a'n bonus.
Eiros, diolch yn fawr.
Tackle release!
It's all Llandovery.
No advantage, going back. Penalty offside, never mind it.
Unbelievable play again. Out the back door, out the side door, Aaron Warren. The crowd are really enjoying this, Steph.
Oh, he's so effective on the ball, Aaron Warren. Look at that, that's brilliant rugby. Oshan Davis's footwork and strength has been outstanding tonight. And you're speaking, obviously, Aaron Warren's got regional experience. He was with the Scarlet squad for a while. He was with the Dragons for a little bit as well.
Gents, tears on.
But they're just
tears there,
going from strength to strength, Llandovery now.
With bonus point secured. Jack Jones, old head himself now. Well, he's not that old, he's 29, but I remember having him in the Ospreys Academy as a youngster, so I feel old. But he's made a good decision from a Llandovery point of view, with a bonus point in the bag, Step, just to extend their lead again.
100%, and that's the biggest balance, isn't it? When you're feeling on top and things are going well for you, you go to the corner again. But you know, this is a really clever decision. Take 3 points, put it even more pressure on Cardiff. There's no reason the way Llandovery are playing why they can't go back down there and try and score again.
Plenty of time for that as Maynard goes through his routine, strikes it superbly as he's done all night. And just look at the fans here at Churchbank. Maynard extends Llandovery's lead. Head coach Iris Evans be happy. It's 37-13. And the yellow card time is up, so we'll have a fair contest. But
I'll just check now. Tony, how long on
just what, Steph, in your experience, will this do for either side for the rest of the season? Should the scoreline stay around the same?
Well, from Llandovery's perspective, you know, we spoke before the game how effective they are at home. They're going to make this place even harder to come now in the playoffs. It'll give them a huge amount of confidence, because Cardiff have been such a dominant team all season. Moving forward to know that they can, you know, they may meet again in the final. They know they can beat them. From a Cardiff perspective, obviously difficult. You know, they haven't really got in the game, to be honest, have they, from an attack perspective? Feel like they've got frustrated a lot, so they learn some lessons from this as well, because they're definitely going to be in the playoffs.
Morgan Allen with a big fend and then lost the ball. Dowell, twinkle toes Reese, clever little chip into space, difficult for Fish. Oh, does really well and stays in, even gets a kick away. Brilliant play from Dan Fish. And Reese scurries back. Now, will Maynard go? No, he's happy to put it away. Lovely bit of play coming in there from Dan Fish.
Thank you.
But as you say, Steph, you know, home advantage is huge. For Llandovery, 3 of their last 5 games at home, Aberafon, Cleckley and Swansea.
Time is off, gents.
And Swansea and Aberafon away to play. They'd fancy their chances in all of those, the way they're playing.
Definitely, and obviously with the weather now hopefully improving going into spring, it's only going to suit them more. So, you know, if they can keep their squad healthy and keep competing like they are, you know, there's no reason why they can't really push hard for this. It's great work from Dan Fish.
Took a little late-ish hit for his trouble, but bit of trouble here for, I think it's Rodri Jones. Just what's coming up. Big games for the Welsh regions this weekend. Club Rugby, live Ospreys, Benetton, Dragons, Connacht, and of course Cardiff against Ulster. Home games for the Welsh regions, Saturday and Sunday. All eyes on players there. Welsh Cup final.
I think we are.
Bala and Connors Key, the big one. And also got.
We've just got 9 being treated as well.
Penabont, Bridgend in action. So tomorrow night and Saturday and Monday night. Tune in for Scorio. overthrow from Rees, or a poor lift. Maybe being a bit harsh on the hooker there. Nothing going right for Cardiff tonight. Everything going for Llandovery. Now then, what can Jacob Lloyd do? 26-year-old former Cross Keys and Aberafan fullback.
Play on. Stripped. Gone back.
They've lost the ball again. It's been that sort of night. And here they come again. The Drovers just piling the pressure on Cardiff. Who's under pressure, does well, spins at a 1, spins at a 2, little dink across. There's plenty of space over there. It's a foot race. The old stager Dan Fish does so well.
Tackle release.
But Llandovery are there, the green and white shirts. Cardiff with plenty of red shirts back there as well. And now they have to fight their way from their own 5-metre line. Llandovery just compounding Cardiff's misery. See Morgan Allen there. It's been a long day for him. Stuck in traffic. The Cardiff captain, Fish. Well, we've seen him do this over the years, haven't we? Still got it. Gets the offload away. Lovely play from Cardiff for the interception. It's all happening at Churchbank. Yeah, they infringe. They just go off their feet. You can't take your eyes off this one, Steph.
Oh, it's brilliant. What a game.
7 kills
back and forth. Cardiff lose the ball. Llandovery put it back up there. And then Fish just reminds us he's still got it. The breakdown is always so contestable.
Same off, please.
It's a brilliant advert for Premiership rugby in Wales, isn't it, this game?
Okay.
Well, every game I've commentated on this year, Steph, I've thoroughly enjoyed. Some good players.
We're going to play on at the moment.
My feeling is there should be a lot more investment into this level of the game for development. And here's a guy who started in the Welsh Premiership, Lloyd Ashley, over 150 games for the Ospreys on permit from Merthyr. He's on to add even more experience, but the experience hasn't paid off for Cardiff tonight. It's been all Llandovery.
You're right. And also I felt watching the game, the cohesion in Llandovery squad is maybe a little bit more. They're playing a lot more like a team. You know, obviously Cardiff with all that experience, but the way they've grown into the game, Llandovery, has been really good.
Come on. 17 for 1, okay.
Dino Dalla Valle is on, wearing 17. Italian under-20 international. Oh, the big one coming up, isn't it? Italy versus Wales. What will Dino be supporting? What can Cardiff do? Joe Williams fires it away. Young Harrison James. A lot of replacements on for Cardiff now. James, little show. No, the door wasn't open for the youngster. It hasn't been open all night for Cardiff. Here they come again. Freddie Barnes offloads to Joe Williams. Fish. Cardiff trying to get into the game. As I said earlier, Llandovery have the meanest defence in the Indigo Premiership. Fish spreads it wide to Will Keep. Out here is Ryan Wilkins. Wearing 13, Williams. Morgan Allen, what can he do? Good tackle coming in on the big Cardiff captain. James back into position. Barnes again. Well, it looks pretty, but they're not getting across the gain line, Cardiff. Fish out the back this time. Pinches, offloads. Morgan Allen has to go down on the floor with his green and white shirts everywhere, it seems, on this field, Steph.
Well, the energy and the enthusiasm in defence from Llandovery is exceptional. You know, they're 20 points up, 20 plus points up, and they're still looking as if it's a 2-point game.
And that falls for Hughes. Bora steals it. They're looking for quick ball. Rees always looking for quick ball. Oh, the little inside ball. It's showboating stuff now. Hughes gets caught. Go! Rees to Maynard, fires it across. Oshan Davis has been superb wearing it. The inside ball from Jones. It's an all-court game coming in from Llandovery here. And then into the Cardiff half, the tip on. Lovely ball from Craig Thomas. And just a little isolated. Holding on, and that's a shame. And we're going to go down once again to see who Lauren Jenkins is with.
You go back 10. Okay. Gents, I've got a lot of voices in my ear.
Hannah Jones sy'n chwarae dros Gymru, fiancé Dino, a ti'n dod ma'n reit aml Hannah, ti wedi dod o'r teulu gyd heno?
Wrth gwrs, mae'r gêm yn really gyffroes, mae'n really dda i wylio heddiw.
A beth yw enw dy gi?
Luna.
Luna. Fel mi'n siŵr bod Luna yn mwynhau gweld Llandovery yn cael gêm o'r dda, ond mae'n amser cyffroes iawn i ti fyd, sy'n mae'r garfan yn cyhoeddi cytundebau newydd i'r menywod fori a mae'r chwe glad ar fi'n dechrau.
Ie, edrych ymlaen i'r chwe glad nawr, mynd paratoi gyda Iowan, so mae fe'n jyst yn edrych ymlaen. Paratoi a mynd mas a edrych i, tymod, cael tymor fach o sbri a chwarae rygbi.
Pob lwc, a diolch yn fawr am damser, diolch yn fawr Luna, dwi eisiau gweud beth? Nagi.
We got a bit of a TMO, as we just heard from Hannah Jones then, the partner of Dino Dalla Valle, and it's for this. Oh, it's a high shot on young Harrison James. Shoulder to the head there, Steph.
Yeah, it's a different scenario, isn't it, to the one we saw earlier?
Okay.
Oh, the tip. Are they...
Oh, was it?
I'm not...
Yeah, so
just show us
look at the contact here.
Yeah, coming up through now.
He's carrying the ball high, but the shoulder does impact on the head. It looks like a red card, Steph.
Okay. Greg, what I'm seeing here is we have got foul play. There is head contact. Okay. It is shoulder to head, but it is a passive tackle.
The ball is quite high. That's the only thing that I feel that could affect this.
The red player actually gains ground. So for me, based on that, I'm at yellow card. I feel like anybody disagree? Nothing more than that.
It's not a dominant tackle.
It's not a dominant tackle. There's a low degree of danger, low degree of force because that red player makes ground. It is a high tackle. We do have head contact.
This, for me, is shoulder to the head.
The mitigation is the degree of danger.
There's no mitigation there.
Yellow card, unless you can tell me anything different, Greg.
No, like I said, it's not a dominant tackle. He's standing his ground, and the contact's into him, but it's with the shoulder.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Greg. 6.
And we will listen to the official, Steph.
There's a low degree of danger. It's a yellow card.
It's a yellow card, and I mean there'll be people watching this at home. Will be crying out for a red card, some consistency. Pick the bones out of that one.
Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Obviously, the letter of the law is a shoulder to the head. And this is where the language around is really important, isn't it? When we talk about passive or dominant tackles, that gives the referee maybe, you know, if he wants to give mitigation, it'll give him mitigation. Ultimately, it's a shoulder to the head, isn't it? So it's just, from a player's perspective, it's just frustrating because the inconsistency in the law, it's not, you know, whether you feel it's the right decision or not. You know, the inconsistency in them is something that maybe World Rugby need to look at to make it more clear.
Well,
coming up to 64 gone.
The other argument is coaching and education of the player. You know, drop your height, tackle low in those situations. You take out any need for arbitration. But that's a previous life.
Oh, you still got it, Sean.
Cardiff, is their time. There's still a bit of time on the clock, long way to go, but a long way to go on the scoreboard. Here they go with them all again. Morgan Allen trying to influence the game. Here comes Freddie. No, it's Reece Barrett wearing 17. And here comes Lloyd Ashley now, the experienced second row. Round it goes, Pinches, who's been off the field with a yellow card. Morgan Allen into position. 2 Llandovery players quickly embrace him. Back the other way from Williams. This is Freddie Barnes, the young tight head, formerly of Chinna RFC. The long ball, James, the little show and go. Over the top it goes, and Cardiff are in. They've exploited the width. The extra man, Nathan Head. The open side gets in, but the referee and the assistant, the judge, that has gone forward.
Well, it's a lot better attack from Cardiff, what we've been used to seeing all season. He must have had a good line of it to call it forward at the end. I think the touch judges called that forward. But it's a lot more like it from Cardiff.
Yeah, much better. Harrison James is giving him a bit of zip. And it's that last pass. You can see the assistant, he's right on the line of it.
Gents, let's go, please. This needs to be quicker.
It's just about sums Cardiff's night up, really. Rookie guest is on for Llandovery, replacing Craig Thomas with a good game tonight.
Crouch. Bind.
So we're into the last 15 minutes. It's a 24-point margin. Cardiff have to try and eat away Worrell, who himself has been off for a yellow card. Little trip with the leg. On his number 23, Ben Thomas. As Harrison James tries to get it going with Dan Fish. Wilkins ships it across to Pinches, the centre partner. Williams tipped on beautifully by Fish. Still got the magic. Williams side to side from Cardiff again. Good dominant carry that time. Coming in. Now then, what can Cardiff do from here? James just under pressure. That might be a deliberate knock on. Indeed it is. Fish will want to go quick. Does so from the mark. Now then, can Cardiff do it? A little grubber through. That's Evan Lloyd on. I think probably for the yellow card. Maynard covers.
Last feet here, gents.
Did he need to kick that away?
No, I'm not sure he did. They had so much momentum. Llandovery were all over the shop defensively.
Last feet. Gents, last feet.
And young Ben Thomas clears it. Will look to find touch and does so. Harrison James, they have to speed it up, Cardiff. The crossfield kick. There's space over there. It's Wilkins. Will he get the bounce? He does. But he's marshalled into touch superbly by Aaron Warren. Great vision from Dan Fish. Saw the space over there, but as there's been all night, there two Llandovery's defenders covering that space.
It was great kick from Dan Fish and understanding that the space would be there, but just the work rate from Aaron Warren is exceptional, and it summed up Llandovery's performance tonight. Yes, they've been accurate with the ball, but the basics of their game, their work ethic has been through the roof.
13.
Cardiff average this season, Step 36.5 points a game with the ball. So it's a credit to Llandovery's defence. They've kept them to 13 so far tonight.
And from a coaching point of view, there's not many complete performances really. This is pretty close, surely.
Peaked too early?
Possibly, yeah.
Worrell, he's been all action for the home team tonight. Ben Thomas, who was playing for Ospreys under 18s just last season, only his second appearance. He's put in some nice box kicks. Warren follows that one up. Joe Williams to Morgan Allen. Fish still trying. Bit loose that one. Pinches. Going to make amends for his yellow card for a high tackle. Joe Williams. Midfield. Some sort of gain line from Cardiff. Moore looks to support. Scrum half Williams does so. Going the same way here. A little delayed pass from Fish. It's more like it. Joe Williams. Great take from Harrison James. Has he got the legs? Yes, he does. Well, that's a superb score from the visitors. The ball's rifled back. Fish is going to take this quickly. A drop goal. Goes nowhere near. Well, they've scored the try, and what a try it was.
It was a brilliant try. Llandovery complaining about a forward pass, but it was the delay of the pass which made it by Fish. The pump and the fake. Oh, it's definitely forward. Definitely forward. It was nearly brilliant.
Well, if there's such thing as mitigation in a forward pass, the catcher takes it behind him. Let's have a little look. So he holds it up superbly here.
The difficulty is because Fish doesn't keep moving, he stands still, it makes the ball travel. If he's continually moving, it's something different to look at.
Look at the angle of the 10-metre line. That'll give us a better idea, because we're not directly in line with this camera footage. He looks forward, doesn't it?
100%. It's because he plants, it makes it look even more forward. If he continues to run afterwards, maybe you could get away with it. It's a great line.
Can you help us out here? So, are you telling me those hands clearly go forward?
For me, yes.
Okay. So no try. We've got. You said it. It's a clear forward pass. No try.
No try.
Restarting with a scrum Llandovery ball.
Yeah. On that.
Yeah, it was a good line. It was a good take. An even better one from Harrison James, but unfortunately, the pass has been deemed forward. Dan Fish. I think the other thing, Steph, for youngsters watching at home is that the forward pass isn't necessarily down to the passer. It's to the guy making the support run, who has to learn to take the timing of his run. Is that right?
100%. And the difficulty is, and a great lesson for younger players, is when you're running full steam, you can only slow down, so you're better off running slower, and as you get the ball, then you accelerate into it. In that example, they were probably running too fast too early, and then it's hard to slow down. So if you're a little bit slower on your feet and then accelerate on the ball, that's probably a better way to do it.
Who knows, you might make a coach one day, Steph. Good scrum. And both teams very competitive to the end, Cardiff, but they've given a penalty away, just a little overzealous at that scrum. And Ben Thomas, well, it's Cardiff's own time. You know, it's
embarrassing.
It's silly.
There's no need for it. I think obviously the frustration is creeping in. But when you're chasing a game, they could try and push for a losing bonus here and try and get something out of it. But they're completely frustrated.
And into the 22, Llandovery go. It'll make them even more determined. Even down to 14 to score again. 37-13 then, as we're into the last 10 minutes of the game. It's been a great advert for the Indigo Premiership. Top two teams battling it out. Still a number of games left. 5 games to go for Llandovery after this. Just 4 for Cardiff. Merthyr hot on the heels of both teams too.
In the middle.
Ricky Guest. And hasn't gone right for Llandovery in that occasion. James will fire it wide. And Cardiff just can't get things going. Difficult one for Fish to take at his heels. And they'll go back for the infringement at the line-out.
Sums up Cardiff's night, really, doesn't it? Maybe the lack of accuracy. You've got to give credit to Llandovery. They've frustrated Cardiff. They've really frustrated them.
No, so knock comes in the line-out.
The lack of accuracy really has crept into their game. But you know, from Cardiff's perspective moving forward, they're still in a great position in the league. There's some valuable lessons to learn from this game.
Yeah, they have Bridgend at home on the 9th of March then. They visit St Helens, Swansea. Have the Wizards Aberhamen at home in April, finishing with Carmarthen and Quins away. They wouldn't want to go to Carmarthen and Quins away last game, wanted anything, but you think they've done enough?
I think so. I think that they've done enough, yeah. But they will have to look at areas of improvement, because Llandovery have given teams a blueprint here of how to beat Cardiff.
Morgan Allen just surrounded by Llandovery shirts. He's tried his best since coming on at half-time. And this home defence just too good. Look at that break from Harrison James. Great acceleration, nobody keeping up with him. Goes over the top, Fish misses it. Goes behind, pinches. It's gone forward, referee playing advantage. Searing break from the young Wales under-20 outside half. And Llandovery will play. Keen to score again. Thomas, the young scrum half. Hughes, Dalla Valle, the little run around. Chisel forward into some space. The chase comes in. Rodri Wall with a good follow-up and replacement. Plenty of red shirts back. Joe Williams. James wants it. He wants to go again.
Carried back.
Does that into space. Trying to do it all himself, the young outside half. And it could play into Llandovery's hands. Here's his opposite number, Johan Hughes. What a step. Tries to go round the back. Nearly comes off. Brilliant play from both tens. And look, it came off in the end, but it's really good stuff to watch.
It's brilliant to watch. It's a lot easier when you're winning comfortably to try things like this. But Cardiff have got to try. You can understand why Harrison Jones has gone for the chip and chase, just to try something.
Him, please.
Llandovery obviously one step ahead.
The crowd have enjoyed it. Yeah, it's not the warmest of nights, but it's been a lovely night. And this young man, I will say it because his older brother cannot say it, has had an excellent game. Johan Hughes playing at 10. Yes, he's got experience around him. He's playing in a good team, but he's shown confidence. He's shown skill and guile. To his credit, you know, he's made a real good account of himself. As have all the Llandovery players, and they put a marker down here at Church Bank tonight and say, we're coming for the players, we're coming for the title. Fish, what can he do? Lovely miss ball. Well, it's gone forward. Nothing has gone Cardiff's way tonight. It's a wry smile from the player coach. And I suppose, Steph, that's all you can do.
Yeah, it's a great idea. The way the scrums work, they've taken the blind side. It's a great decision to the pass. Hard to see from where we're sat whether it's forward or not. It's a great decision. He goes right to the line.
Gents, let's go then, please. We've got our mark.
But you can only smile and laugh.
Steve Law doesn't smile much, that's for sure.
The best of times.
For the purists, you almost want to see it let go, but you can't. It's deemed forward, the officials in line.
Thank you, Greg. Crouch. Bind. Set. Keep his height.
Lovely pace. Johan Hughes just trying to go over the top. Fish was there, but he's knocked it on. And Dowell, well, ever the opportunist, and Fish.
No advantage from the knock-on.
Seems to have been everywhere for Cardiff. Covers.
No advantage from the knock-on. No, he's
wasn't a deliberate knock-on.
Yeah, it's fine. Knock-on.
Plenty of incident in this game.
He was always under pressure on the kick.
Excellent advert for the Indigo World's Premiership. And Cardiff will be back. That's for sure. Too much quality in their season. 13 wins out of 15 before tonight. Llandovery are coming. This is their 13th win. Now in 15 games in total. So we've got a brilliant finish to this Welsh Indigo Premiership season. Merthyr currently lying in third. Aberafon in fourth. Being chased down by Ebbw Vale. They have to play each other in the run-in. So keep watching as Llandovery look to drive the advantage home.
No, both hookers have come up at the same time. Reset, same scrum.
And this is just eking the time away. And Ivan Phillips, my colleague here, names Johan Hughes the set-in game, the start of the match. Well, just moments ago, his brother Steph and I, well, more me, has to be said, to Steph's credit, were lauding his performance. So many candidates in the Llandovery team. But a fine all-round game from Johan Hughes.
Bind.
Sean Davis, the 8, has been good. Stuart Worrell, Craig Thomas, the hooker. So many names. Now they look to drive it home. The young Ben Thomas from Ospreys Academy waits. He wanted it, but the penalty advantage is there. Can Llandovery finish in style? Jones dinks it over the top. Covered by Wilkins. The penalty from the scrum is what they'll go back for. Cardiff's body language is to be expected. Well beaten here, Church Bank tonight.
2 to go. 2 minutes.
To the corner then. One final nail in the coffin is what Llandovery want.
We'll give Red the line.
For Cardiff, it's the 9th of March, Bridgend at home. It'll be on Steve Law's mind to put this right.
Playing advantage, knocked off.
Llandovery we're looking for 40 points, which Cardiff haven't conceded since May 2019 in a game. They've been that good, but it doesn't look like Llandovery will get it, or will they? Because here's Maynard looking to go up the middle, offloads to Harry Dowell. The tackle coming in by Freddie Barnes. Just spilled backwards, but it's gone backwards, intercepted by Pinches. Can they get a consolation? Fish won't go all the way, but he sees Wilkins on the right-hand side. Plenty of blue shirts. It bounces kindly and into the hands of Harrison James. Cardiff get what should be the last word. It won't make them a bonus point. It won't give them a losing bonus point, but it'll give them some consolation for their efforts tonight. And they played their part, as Harrison James has done. But it's been all about the home team, Llandovery. Well, as they were putting on the pressure, Pinches made the break. 2 handoffs.
30 seconds, so yeah, probably.
And the vision from Dan Fish has been there all night. And it just needed the bounce up.
Give me a cake.
And in the end, Harrison James gets it in the corner. And Dan Fish will have the last word.
That is it, yeah.
And it's been a brilliant performance from Llandovery. A well-deserved bonus point victory. And that hots things up at the top of the Indigo World Premiership. Dan Fish then to just add 2 points to his and Cardiff total. He gets it, a fine kick and a fine display from the player coach, but it's not enough. Johan Hughes pull the strings for Llandovery, tries either side of the half. A brilliant performance from Euros Evans' men. They put the pressure on Cardiff. They go to within 3 points of the table toppers with a game in hand. Where they finish in the table is now in Llandovery's hands for Cardiff. It's a little bit of a blip. It's back to the drawing board against Bridgend on the 9th of March. Here at Church Bank, after a brilliant game, it's finished up Llandovery 37, Cardiff RFC 20.
Yeah, yows two saying in y game, perfformiad gwych gyda ti, ond hefyd gyda'r tîm chi bod nhw'n bles o hwnna.
Yeah, chuffed. So ni'n edrych ar y fixture am spel achos nhw sy'n bod yn top, and y boys yn troi lan heddi a mae gwych rhoi perfformiad fel na. Ni'n bod yn agos iawn, game y diwetha, mae'n neis bod popeth yn dod off heddi.
A ddewchog i fan wedi rhoi digon o stick i fi yn gweud bod ti lot wych hwnna, so diolch i ti am hwnna. Ond na, perfformiad gwych yn edrych ymlaen nawr, gobeithio bod chi'n wario gytra yn y play-offs.
Yeah, na'r target, boys, trwy tymor i bod yn rhoi shift mewn pob wythnos, so yeah, great, happy days.
Da iawn, cer i joio.
Wel, sgwni hi sy'n mae Johan Hughes yn asesu sgiliau cyfweld. Steph Hughes i brawd ar ôl iddo fe asesu berfformiadau hyn o. Ond dyma sy'n mae'r trafl yn edrych ar ôl y fuddugoliaeth na. Llandovery wedi cael bwlch ar frig y tabl, a cofiwch mae gêm mewn llaw gyda nhw hefyd. Ond yn bwysicach, maen nhw wedi agor bwlch o 11 pwynt o fwlch rhwng nhw ar 5 safle. 5 gêm i chi, dydd Sadwn hefyd ar ôl yr un yma. Fydd adfywiad Quins yn parhau tybed. Maen nhw'n herio Merthyr a mae Aberafan yn gobeithio i cadw hun yn y ras. Maen nhw adre yn erbyn Casnewydd. A mae Euros Evans yn ymuno ni yn y studio nawr. Euros, o'ch chi'n air yn y tabl, yn amlwg mae pobl yn gwybod bod chi'n dîm da, ond oeddi hon yn teimlo fel buddigoliaeth arwydd o cael heno?
Ie, mae Caerdydd yn tîm dda iawn a mae'r gangrair yn dangos yna, so oedd yn bwysig iawn bod ni'n ennill heno i greu chans ni i ennill benni ar y top yna, chi'n bo?
Bydde ti'n gweud taw na un o'r perfformiadau mwyaf cyflawn chi lenni, achos oedd popeth yn y perfformiad yna?
Na'n gwmwys, mae'r boys yma yn licio war y gêm y mawr yma, a sy'n byd fwyaf na Caerdydd gytre, so i fod yn deg nhw wnaethon nhw troi lan heno. Ie,
chi wedi cael lot o glod am eich amddiffyn, chymor frig y siart amddiffyn yn y gyngrair, ond ymosodol heno o'ch chi'n wych. Just gair ar y ffordd i'ch chwaraeoch i'r gêm, Euros?
Na'n gwmwys, mae ffordd y ware, ni wedi disgwyl ware, mae'r tywydd yn helpu, mae Cian sychu mae hwnna'n helpu i fe, yn dangos iddi fel i siwar y gêm. Dim awel o gwbl, yn dweud, mae ddim yn gyfarwydd iawn. Dyma ni, dyma'r tri chais gyntaf. Just gair am y blaenwyr, ac dwi'n meddwl mae pob tîm ar hyn o bryd, maen nhw eisiau datblygu blaenwyr sy'n dangos sgiliau fel hyn. Na, gwmwys, so mae lot o boys gyda ni sy'n trafod y bel a ni'n ware wedyn rygbi 50D a mae'n bwysig i ni a beth i'n disgwyl wneud ar Llandovery. Ie, a dat lot o... Wel, mae'r blaenwyr yn heiddi clod heno, ond y diwedd y dydd, Ion Hughes gael ser yn y gêm, a Adam Warren yn falle croesi ar gyfer cais mwyaf pert yn oson. A gwmwys, sgiliau sefeinio, pasio dda, symud y bel mewn i'r gwagle a cais arbennig. A boes ar y banc fyd, chi'n teimlo fel chi'n adeiladu damder fan hyn? Ie, hwnna'n bwysig. Mae lot o gemau dyn ni lan yn gloi na'r, so braidd ni'n siŵr bod ni'n dopi dyna, mae'r carfan a cyfder y depth yn ni'n bwysig.
Mae'n eich John bleser gyda'r ffaith, achos eithaf chi at ysgarmes symudol cwpl o weithiau, ond pob clod i Gaerdydd nath nhw atal e. Ond oedd ateb da chi ar ffordd arall trwy mynd at yr olwyr? Sgwrn ni o'r sgarmes symudol, ond gyda ni creu bach o pwysau, o'r pwysau yna dath y ceisiau, so ni'n hapus ar y cyfan. Euros, diolch yn fawr, Ceri, ymuno a dy dîm na i fynd ar meic i ti. A Ifan, ni'n edrych mlaen fyna. Really, os nhw'n erchyr y 4 ucha, dim ond Aberafan maen nhw nawr yn gorfod chwarae, felly maen nhw mewn safle da. Oedden yn sicr, bydde ti'n meddwl falle bod nhw'n gallu'r pwysio i orffen ar frig y dabl yn wedig ar ôl y perfformiad na. Sa'n gweld lot yn twtio nhw os maen nhw'n cadw mynd gyda'r momentum na a cadw fynd a perfformio fel maen nhw'n neud fyna, achos pob clod nhw oedd y perfformiad na'n un cyflawn dros ben. Reit, wel nôl, a ni Steff nawr sy'n cael cwmni ar y cae.
Yeah, cwmni Morgan Allen a Jack Jones i gyda fi. Dechrau gyda Morgan. Morg, obviously you had a bit of a longer journey yourself to get here, but how do you summarise that game?
I think it's disappointing from us. Like we don't want to come all the way down here and come away with a big loss like that. I think the only positives in it for us is it's still a long time left in the season. We've still got plenty of games left to put it right. Starting with next week.
Brilliant, yeah, and obviously, lessons for you to learn there going into the playoffs. A couple of key areas probably let you down in that game.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've got plenty of time to put it right. I mean, we've still got about 10, 11 games left, something like that. So, we've got plenty of time to regroup as a team, use this as a bit of a baseline, a bit of a wake-up call, and move on to the next.
Brilliant, thanks. Jack, obviously, really pleasing performance from your team. How do you summarise that?
Yeah, I think, to be fair, the boys really turned up tonight. Played pretty well, as we have to call it. They drove us way, quite expansive in areas, played some nice, scored some nice tries, and also I think the pack turned up well as well against a big pack like Cardiff. So, great performance.
Yeah, and if you've got somewhere to go to from here, obviously from Llandovery's perspective, you want to play a home playoff game here. That's important for you, and probably put a statement out to other teams.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it was as well for us tonight. That was a statement. Normally for Drovers we're up there top 4, but we're aiming out for the top of the table end of the year.
Yeah, will you boys, do you reckon you'll meet again this season?
No doubt.
Great to let you go, boys. Thank you very much. Nôl I chi, Lauren.
Diolch, Steph. Yeah, Steve Loss sy'n cadw cwmni ni nawr. A Steve, to think it was, 7-6 on 20 minutes. How do you feel that game got away from you this evening?
We spoke about giving Llandovery penalties in our half, piggybacking them to driving lineouts and zigzagging on your line. And we did that 2 or 3 times after that 20 minutes, which gave them a foothold in the game. They scored some good tries off the back of it. We was always chasing the game in, and with their good play as well. We come second best for most of the rest of the 60 minutes.
Yeah, momentum obviously wasn't going your way, unfortunately, but nothing really seemed to stick. Is it just one of those games? Obviously, it was Llandovery obviously was outstanding, but unfortunately nothing really seemed to stick with Cardiff tonight.
No, we always try to focus on ourselves, be the best version of ourselves, and I don't think we were the best version of ourselves tonight, but got to give credit to Llandovery, they created a lot of that, and you create your own momentum by not making mistakes, not giving silly penalties away, and you give teams opportunities, or good teams opportunities, and they take them. It's hard to get back in the game, especially if you don't actually execute as well as you could. Even if we did execute as well as we could tonight, possibly wouldn't have won the game. So it's not always about the result, it's about how you lose or how you win. Yes, you want to win every game, but ultimately how we lost that game is very disappointing.
Do you feel like execution was one of the reasons? Because I thought effort-wise was pretty good. I thought defending the driving mauls, I thought you were outstanding, and even in defence coming around the corner and getting off the line, I thought you were pretty well. But is execution what let you down tonight?
Yeah, effort is a given now in this game the way it is in this day and age. We worked on, spoke about a lot of things. We had enough content and details through the week. We made a lot of tackles coming off the line and didn't stick on the ball. They offloaded 3 times for the one try down here, numerous times where you've got to stick on the ball against them. We didn't do that. So there was a few things which we worked upon, which we didn't execute. You're right, yeah.
Steve, thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us. Still top of the table as things stand. I'll take the mic from you and I'll see you in a few weeks. Ond ie, fel wedes i, mae fuddugoliaeth i Llandovery yn golygu fod hi yn ras gyffroes i'r 4 ucha i'r 2 ucha wrth gwrs i sicrhau gêm gartre yn yr rownd terfynol. A mae'n mynd i fod yn fis Mawrth enfawr.
Mae yna lot fwy i ddod mis yma o'r Indigo Prem ar S4C. Fel mae'n sefyll, Aberafan sy'n eistedd yn bedwerydd, gyda glynebwy ar ei sodlau yn y 5ed safle, peidiwch am methu hynny. A dydy Casnewydd ddim allan o ras eto chwaith, ond bydd fuddugoliaeth yn hanfodol iddyn nhw yn erbyn Pontypridd ar Heol Sardis. Y cyfan i ddod ar S4C.
A mae Steff wedi ymuno ni nawr. Siwr profiad oedd e cyfweld dy frawd, Steff, fel sy'n yn y gêm?
Rhywbeth gwahanol. Diolch Deeves am hwnna. Ond na, ddim gwyd.
Fi eisiau ni ofyn iddo fe roi asesiad iddo ti fel gohebwyr. Wyt ti'n abod Rhain? Mae'n rhaid bod ti yn. Pwy yw Rhain?
Mam a dad,
ie. Ni'n meddwl falle. Ond jyst gair ar perfformiad Llandovery. Perfformiad cyflawn i ti a dy frawd wedi lliwrio'r cyfan.
Wel, fi'n credu jyst yn edrych ar y gêm i nhw. Maen nhw'n chwarae fel tîm, maen nhw'n amlwg yn tîm glos. Mae'r cydlyniad gyda nhw yn y chwarae. Yn jyst yn meddwl y ffordd athyn nhw at y gêm hyn o'n dda iawn. Oedd amrywiaeth gyda nhw, gyda'r blaenwyr a'r olwyr. A chybod, o'n i'n sôn gyda Gareth Potter fyna yn gloi, os oedd perfformiad bron perffaith, oedd hwnna'n eitha agos.
A nes di ofyn y cwestiwn i Steve, ond ges di dysynu Ifan yn ffaith nath Caerdydd ffeiliad ennill momentum heno?
Ie, fi'n credu mae'n eich canmol Llandovery ddo. Mae wedi amddiffyn nhw'n wych ar ochr arall y bêl fel yw Steff yn gweud. O'n nhw wedi mynd am ysgarmau symudol, ond oedd ateb gyda Gaerdydd i hwnna, ond wedyn oedd i ar hwnna nhw wedi mynd mas a sgwario bêl tu fas a wedi mateb gyda nhw hynna. So o hyd ffordd gyda Llandovery i ymosod, ond ie, yn anffodus i Gaerdydd yn nhw just ffili gael i drod nhw mewn i'r gêm a ambell waith fel mae'n mynd yn rygbi.
Reit, mae noson ar fi'n dod i ben yma ar Fanc yr Eglwys, ond mae mwy o fyd y campau, digon o amrywiaeth i chi ar S4C dros y penwythnos. Mae Jonathan yn dychwelyd, mae 2 gêm fyw ar S4C Pnawn Dydd Sadwrn a mae cyfle i ailweld Caerdydd yn erbyn Ulster. Smai Pildrod sy'n eich dyddan i chi. Wel, mae'r Bala yn croesawu Ceyconen o Safori, Pen y Bont yn croesawu Seintiau Newydd yng Nghwpan Cymru a uchelbwyntio'r gêm yna nos Lun am 10 o'r gloch ar S4C. O, dyna ni. Diolch yn fawr, Steff. Diolch yn fawr. Ifan, ti'n cael lift getre nawr gyda rhieni? Na, wel, siwrne saff adre chi, siwrne gwell na fe gath Morgan Allen heno. Ond sim dwywaith amdani. Llandovery nath ffeindio'r chweched gear. Tan tro nesa, nos da.